Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is Tubes Taylor here with you on Duff TV for the School Sports Australia Development Series with AFL Tasmania. First up, we've got the Tasmanian Devils under-12s, the North-Northwest versus the South. And I'm joined upstairs on the camera by Duff TV's very own Martin Duffy. Good morning, Duff.
Great to be here, Tubes. Second day at it, up in Campbelltown. And had a great day yesterday, Tubes, with the girls running around in the under-15s, and now we've got the under-12s and later on the under-15 boys. It's going to be a great day. Yeah,
huge day of footy here. We've had a good day yesterday with the girls running around. Now it's the under-12 boys, as we said, as the umpires come in. And I'll tell you what, he's got his socks nice and high, that umpire. Look at those, the LRF Cripps Masterbake umpires there. There's the under-12 boys team sheets for you there. So some very big names running around there. Devine, Atkins, look at them all.
Did you recognise any of those names, Devine?
Yeah.
Young Archie.
Yep, Brown, a few Brown, Brewer, wow. So some big names running around today, and that's the South boys who will be playing in the yellow, and the North-Northwest boys in the maroon and yellow V.
Oh, it's like a real battle about to happen, you know, in those sort of old Viking movies, Tubes, when they're confronting each other from 10 metres away.
And there's
maybe this is how the match should start. Umpire just throws it up right at this point.
Umpires there have had the toss. Toby Callow from the North-Northwest has won the toss and will kick to the right of screen. Jesse Cohen, of course, is the captain of the the southern side. There is the coach taking in the last few little breathers there.
Now, Tubes, you're a Burnie boy, I understand.
I am, yes.
So you must know some of these surnames here. If we can just get the names back up on the screen there,
yep.
Jerry, if we can. Any names that sort of poke out to you there?
Yeah, I went through them before. Atkins, Smart, Stubbs, Triffett. There's a Triffett everywhere in Tasmania, though. Sushams. Who else we got? Bond, Brewer, Brown. They're all big names up on the northwest coast, and it's good to see a couple of stack hats getting around out there too. And the big guy in the ruck there, Kynan Lee, as the boys run off, giving the thumbs up to the Duff TV van.
Looking fit, the boys.
They certainly are.
Coaching staff look fit as well.
My word. We've got the coaches for the North-Northwest, Kurt Wheeler and Jamie Hayward, and Mark Reed is the coach for the South. About to get underway here at Campbelltown Oval. They said, meet you halfway.
Yeah.
So we did. First quarter about to get underway. North-Northwest versus South. A big punch comes down from the ruckman. Running back over the ball. Nerves early, I'm assuming, would be aplenty. Trying hard out there is McMurray. Quick little handball out the back nicely by Cunningham. The ball's worked forward for the South. Bounces up and sits into the arms of Ryan. He goes long inside forward 50. Oh, chance for a mark there by the big mullet there, Stevenson. He goes back and goes again. Handball's up, just scooped it out. Big lack of tackle there by Watts. Out it comes again. Stevenson couldn't get a hold of it as it comes out for Cunningham. They'll clear here the North. We'll just call them the North, I think, to start with. Quick kick away there by Atkins. Just looking for the boundary. Rolls out in front of Orion. He goes back inboard. Here's a chance now for the South. Good little dinky kick. It just got affected by the smother. Nice long one inside forward 50. Big fly by the two North players. Stevenson went again, but it rolls out of bounds, and we'll see a ball in.
Great to see the boundary umpires here.
Oh, isn't it?
In the under-12s. That's what we like to see.
Under-12s footy.
A couple of big number 27s going up in the ruck here, Tubes.
Yeah, that is, of course, Millwood versus Regari. Out the back it comes there, quickly picked up by Pennington and driven into the middle of the ground on that far side of Campbelltown Oval. It's a beautiful little surface out here at Campbelltown. Surprised given the lack of rain that they've had here. Spinning out of trouble nicely there was Devine. He got his handball off. Quick kick inside forward 50. Flying for the footy there was Brain. Rolling out the back now for Ryan, who gave his handball off to a man in trouble. Nice little shepherd there as the South penetrate their 50 again. Not 15, said the umpire, and Brain gets tackled hard. Out it comes. Here's a chance for Smart. Quickly on the boot. Clever stuff there by the South man there. Cohen, who's the captain, punched away. McMurray's in there. They go forward again, and that's a good mark there to Brain. Brain with a little chiseler inside forward 50. It lands in the arms of Stevenson, who goes bang towards the goal. And it's kept in almost out of bounds. And we'll see a boundary throw in right in the left pocket for the South.
I remember playing these games, Tubes, as a youngster.
Yeah, you got a gig, did you, Duff?
Well, I was making up the numbers.
Oh, were you?
Definitely. Always very nervous. Big step up from club footy.
Certainly is. A quick handball out for Moore. Kicked forward by Devine. Dribbles forward. Here's a chance for Brain, who's got the first of the game. Tahi Brain gets his first and puts the South on the board, and that's the start their coach, Marky Reid, wanted.
Well, they were pressing, weren't they? It's only a few minutes in, but it's been down there the whole start of this match, and eventually they got one.
Yeah, quick handballs out to space, as we could see there in the replay, thanks to Bennett's Petroleum and Mood Food. And Tahi Brain gets on the board. As the building in the background, we'll hear a little bit of noise pollution from the guys behind us. There it is, the new club room's going up for the Campbelltown Robins. Big punch forward there by Lee. Out the back, a nice tackle laid on the man, but it got the handball free. Cunningham goes out wide, finds his man Ryan. Ryan gets back quickly. Now chips it up to half forward. Just worked under the ball nicely there by Brain, who gave a handball to a running man inside. Page gave it back to Brain. Brain with a chip over the top. Oh, great defensive work down there by Regari. Tackled hard and cleared by Bricknell.
Gee, they're really under the pump at the moment, the North boys.
They just can't get their hands on the footy, Duff. They need to settle a little bit, and I think that will be the coach's direction at quarter time. Just in front here, Devine does well. Strong over the footy there by Devine. He's got a tackle on a man, and the umpire says, no, it's going nowhere, give it to me.
It's a good play there by Brain, wasn't it, coming out of the middle seconds ago. Did the team-orientated thing, try to hit up a leading forward?
Sometimes it's easy to forget, Duff, that these boys are 10 and 11 years old.
Yes.
Handball over the top, nicely worked inside. Good no U-turns by Cohen, and a good mark taken by Page. Page saw a man running out wide. I think that's Ryan, who goes inboard, missed the target with a kick, and it's marked by the North through the middle. This is their first chance at attack. Good little effort there by the man running, and that is Smart. Smart does the smart thing and keeps his feet. Got tackled off the ball, though. Quickly tackled. They arrive late, the South. They arrive in packs, though. There's 4 of them on to 2. As that handball came out there by Watkins. Out to Devine. Got his handball away quickly. Cunningham. Nicely picked up and driven forward again by the North. The first time inside forward 50. As it comes into the arms here of Bond. Bond with a clever kick to the top of the square. Going back there, Jonty Hamill's quick. You've got to watch him in this area. He knows where the goals are. Got tackled hard there by Davey. Goes back in, does Hamill. Great contest down here in that far left pocket for the North. On hands and knees there, the handball came out. Just a quick little chip off the ground. Spinning out of trouble, though. Now the South have it, and they'll clear through Devine.
Oh, the ball magnet Devine. Let's keep tabs on how many possessions young Devine gets, Jerry. I think that's 5 already.
Quick kick away there by the South. Zeman Jerry does a bit of work here on the statistician's book. Big tackle there, but they've got the numbers. They just needed to hold it there. Clemens couldn't quite. Good effort here by Ollie Moore. Big tackle again. Ollie Moore goes again and tackles, pins that arm nicely. Trying to kick it off the ground was Watts. Quick clearing kick there by the North. Right in front of this commentary position here at Campbelltown Oval. The handball came back from McMurray, and there's a big tackle laid on Archie Devine. And the umpires called it and called advantage. Cunningham with the kick. Leading the race there, he's opposing 25 is Walker. Walker with a burner down towards Callow. Callow, the captain. Interesting kick. Just over the top of the arms of Schoenmaker. Out the back, there's a chance now for Peters Chapman.
Oh, nice.
Into the middle, but it finds that man Watkins, who's in trouble here. Here he is, the danger player, Hamill, who gets tackled. No free kick. Umpires have got the whistle swallowed. Volta now with the handball out. Quickly it comes out for the South. That's a dangerous kick to a dangerous spot. Good effort there by Innes Smith. He's got the helmet on. Quick kick again by the North. Where are the numbers for the South? There they are. It's picked up by Breen. Breen gets his clearing kick, and the South have room now.
Gee,
and time.
There's some good movers out there, Tubes, on both sides. The North seem to have some really big boys, don't they? Some strapping lads.
They certainly do. They're big boys, the South. And they like to bust through packs just like Davey there. But now there's a chance for the North as they can't get closer and closer to their goal. Watkins gets his handball just. Out it comes, clearing out towards his man in Devine, who's got another one here. Runs away with it. Then the little forward tumbling punt. Out it comes now for Stevenson.
Be careful with that one, Tubes.
Yes. That's tackled without it, and it should be Cunningham's kick. It will be.
So that's 6 for Devine. We don't want to single out a player, but we've seen the young fella over the journey in the last 4 years. And absolute ball magnet. They're on here, the South.
They certainly are through. Ryan finds his man in Brain. Brain gets pushed off it nicely there by McLaren. He's a smooth mover, but it comes out for Baker. Baker with a big kick inside forward 50. In front position there, Harry Page does well, but it's cleared by Tully Watts. Devine again.
7.
Back to Devine. This is number 8. He's got a chance. He's a beautiful kick. He pops it up to the top of the square. Good effort there by the defenders. Trying hard down there is Nash Walker. Got his handball away just inside the passage of play. Quickly kicked by Baker. And a nice clearing kick there by the North. Big tackle, a little bit high, nothing doing, said the umpire. Callow left it behind. Out it came now for Cohen over the top to the man Devine. That is Jesse Devine. And a nice mark taken there by Walker. Walker.
Got a nice left foot on him, Walker.
He does, to Zeke Pennington. Pennington out now. This is good. Smart. Smart leads the race here, just trying to keep the footy in front. Got tackled without it. Umpire said no. Now a quick kick, and that is smooth stuff there by the South. Handballed over the top. Here he goes again. I like this boy, Ethan Bond. Over the back now, rolling. Elijah Ryan gets a hold of it. Handballs off to Archie Devine. Archie goes back towards Bricknell. Bricknell back to Ryan. He's had a few too.
Yeah, nice slippy move though, as Ryan, number
Atkins. 20. Certainly is. Ollie Atkins got it out to Nick Smart, who popped it over the top. Touched off the boot, so play on was the call. Quick kick forward again by Bond. He's slowly becoming my man, Ethan Bond. Quickly moved forward here by the North. Just chipped away there by Lockie Davey. Trying hard down there as Volta. Handballed over the top. Breen. And the South should clear. They've got plenty of time here. Oh, they've kicked to a 3-on-1. Pennington's there. Nicely worked there by Austin McLaren. But it came out for Cunningham. It's coming back though. Hands and knees stuff here from Kynan Lee. Goes in and burrows in after it again. There's the top knot of Jalen Devine. And nicely kicked out. I like the way he's been playing, Jarvis Breen. And out it comes for Harry Page. Harry Page sees a man running through the middle of the ground. That man is Ollie Moore. He goes down towards the flying mullet and Stevenson. Look at that hair. I would love to have hair like that. They missed the handball target though. There's one again for Devine. And he goes back and gets the footy again. Now he'll pop it up to the top of the square. That's a clever kick and a nice strong mark to the captain, Cohen.
Good play by the South.
Yeah, it was good play. It was just Devine's touch of class there that saw a man in the pocket. Tough kick here. You rate it, Duff? You reckon it's going through?
Right on his limit, I'd say.
Just across the face of goal. And it's gone out of bounds. Do that umpires. Hold on that whistle, Duff. That one goes out of bounds. What do you reckon about the grey socks on the umpires? They're nice and high. Everyone's wearing them beautifully. If you're going to umpire, might as well look like an umpire. There's been a free kick pulled out here. It'll go the way of the South. Jai Millwood got a free kick directly in front. So I'm not, I missed that, Duff. Did you see what that free kick was for?
Didn't see it. Umpire's always in the best position, always right, Tubes, you know that.
Absolutely. And he makes no mistake, Jai Millwood. Gets the second for the South. So after a huge amount of pressure down back from the North, quick transition of play, and Millwood gets the goal. Oh, an extra ruckman. Extra ruckman in the contest. Oh. So that's the rule that's been brought in.
I don't mind that rule. They've
No,
just got to work it out, don't they?
Yeah, I like it.
What do you reckon about the 666? Has it done anything to the AFL game, Tubes?
I don't mind it, Duff.
Oh, I like it.
Anything that's going to improve that congestion. I've enjoyed watching footy. Nice, close games.
Oh, you would after Carlton got up last weekend.
Yeah, I'm up and about, Duff.
You'll be going up to Launceston, of course.
I will be.
On the bandwagon, the Carlton bandwagon. We've got a few changes here. A couple of the boys coming on and off.
Yep. So it looks like Oscar Hall. Well, there's a big name, Hall, for the South. The phone's going off here. Big ruck contest in the middle. Diving on the footy down there, that's Lucas Wooten. They are just a little bit bigger down in the South by the looks of things, Duff.
Yeah, it can make a big
bigger
difference.
Bodies. And the umpire says, no, it's going nowhere.
I like it when the umpires let it go.
Yeah, me too.
Try and get the ball out. I think they might be Northern umpires. I don't recognise these fellas.
No, that's a good tap down to Palmer.
Can't see Bev out there today.
Good kick again. Finds Harry Page, who just got tackled. Palmer again. Followed it up, used his pace, then no left foot, so he just check sides it on the right. It's worked out okay, though. Jesse Cohen's got a hold of it, got his handball away. Handballed over the top. Now there's a chance for Smart. Clever kick, but unfortunately chopped off nicely by Jarvis Breen, who's been electric off half back. Into the middle. That's your man, Devine. Archie Devine, of course. And there it is. That's quarter time here at Campbelltown Oval on the Jackson Motor Company scoreboard. It is the South 2, Zip 12. The Northwest yet to score. Goal kickers for the South. It is Tahi Brain with 1 and Jai Millwood with 1. An entertaining quarter of footy though, Duff.
Yeah, no, the South especially are up and about. Got that early goal, and then we didn't really, what, was that 2 goals, is it, Tubes? Just the 2? 2
goals, yeah, 2 straight.
Yeah. So that the goals sort of came out either end of the quarter, didn't they? So it was very even throughout most of the quarter in general play, although the South, not sure what the inside 50s were. We'll get Jerry to work on that. But a good quarter of football.
A great quarter of footy. We'll take a quick break here thanks to Jackson Motor Company and, of course, Bennett's Petroleum and Mood Food. Beautiful backdrop of Campbelltown Oval. It is the Under-12 School Sports Australia Development Series between the Northwest versus the South. We will be right back in just a few moments. Stick around here on Duff TV. Well, welcome back, folks. Tubes Taylor here with you on Duff TV. Of course, joined upstairs by Martin Duffy, the man of Duff TV. Entertaining quarter, some really quality play through the middle of that term. And it looks like the Northern boys are out there ready to go. And Coach Mark Reid of the under-12s just holding his boys in a little bit longer. We are, of course, live from War Memorial Oval for the Under-12 School Sports Australia Development Series. Just a little rep side from all the different clubs in the northwest of the state and, of course, from the south. And the old scoreboard over there looks like it's up and going. Haven't got the total happening, but...
Do you think that's something that might get replaced at some stage?
I reckon. Although
is that an electronic or what is it, Tubes?
That's analog. That's not digital.
Oh, is it?
That's analog. There's Mickey Arnold, of course. Who else is that over there with him, Duff? You got names on those blokes?
I think that's Barry Gavey in the middle.
Right.
I'm not sure who the gentleman on our left is, but these people obviously do a lot of work in the background at AFL Tasmania.
Yep, huge amount of work.
These programs
Speaking of big work, there was Tony Gibson that just caught the screen there on your other camera down there, the remote camera that we've got happening.
Yep.
So the boys are out, ready to go. I really like the couple of players that I want to single out after the first term there, Duff. Obviously, Archie Devine was very good. Tahi Brahim provided a target up forward. Jesse Cohen with some really good touch, but off the half-back line, Jarvis Breen, everything he touched turned to gold down there. And for the North, really like Tully Watts, Zeke Pennington. Jonty Hamill looked dangerous around the footy down forward. But Ethan Bond, he's the one to watch in this term. I'd like to see him go electric. All right, back in the middle, second term underway. North versus South, out it comes, quick kick forward by the South, and they're moving it forward quickly. There's Cohen, over the top. Towards a man down there, just trying to scoop it up there was Oscar Hall. Just needs to get his hands on the footy, got wrapped up in a tackle. That's good pressure down there from Mason Brown. Affected the kick nicely. Quick string of handballs there from McHenry. And they go clear the area immediately, but it's coming back through Jesse Cohen. Chipped over the top, nicely found his man in Ollie Moore.
Oh, nice delivery.
Very good stuff to Lydon. Lydon goes bang from distance and pops it through. James Lydon gets the first of the second term. And this margin is blown out to 18 points. Here's the replay, folks. Have a look at this. Just that use right there. The man running off the half-back line, James Lydon, wasn't the prettiest one off the boot, but it got the journey and it got the accuracy through the middle for another big six-pointer. And great form on the goal umpire down there too. Thanks to, of course, Mood Food. I'm going to try and do the inside 50s for this term. It's currently 2-0. That's a good ruck contest one down there by the big man for the North. Of course, that is Sam Regari. Quick handball out. Baker, I think it was, that got it forward towards Cohen. Clever touch there by the North. A little push in the back. Umpire didn't see it. That's okay. Archie Devine hand, over the footy. Quick pick up and kick. I think that was Atkins. Spinning out of trouble nicely is Lee. Quick kick forward again. Going back with a flight courageously was Pennington. His courage was bigger than the man he is. And he's caught one high here. Has Gilligan. And he'll get a free kick. Umpire says no, bring it back. I'll have that.
Devine snapped that one up. Thought to himself, I'll get my 12th possession here.
You're keeping stats there, Duff. Good stuff. A lot of orders being barked from the sidelines here, Duff. How do you feel about that?
Oh, well, it's all about educating the young fellas on how to play the game. We don't want to see statues out there. We want to see players moving around and trying to create an option for the kicker.
Devine, again, got it off to Harry Page. Then got tackled hard was Atkins. Trying hard down there is Tully Watts. He's been good. Got his socks nice and high. Like that. Good tackle again there by the North. Pressure coming here for the North. There's lots of players around this footy. There's Regari again. I like the move of him going into the middle of the ground, Duff.
Oh, well, they need the big body in there to try and get something going here.
Pennington got it off the boot quickly. Now a little dinky kick by Sushams. Off the ground, he's caught it between his feet. And the umpire says, no, I'll take it, thanks. I'll ball it up. Bit of a crowd here, Duff.
Yeah, obviously holidays for a lot of people, and so they've travelled up or travelled down.
Yep.
You on holidays at the moment?
No, there's no rest for me, Martin Duffy. So another ball up just on that centre wing position on the far end of War Memorial Oval here at Campbelltown. Just stole it there, did Clements. Quick kick again by the South. They'll move it forward. Still not inside their forward 50. Cohen hands over the footy. Just scooped it out. Now a little dinky one there by the South again. Hard over the footy. These boys are doing well to trap it into the North. They'd be happy with this. Just head down, bum up. In there's Jackson Stubbs. He's having a crack. Just stripped of it again. Archie Devine just going hell for leather in there. And now a bit of pace shown here. I think that's Kynan Lee. Now there's some space out here. I think that's Innes Smith. Now that's good pick up there by Sushams. Over the top, there's a chance here for Wooten. Wooten's got two on his hammer. Devine gets tackled hard. He's not trying. Is this being holding the footy? That's a great tackle.
I think the umpire got that one wrong there. I think Devine had plenty of time. What do you think, Tubes?
Yeah, I think he probably did. But Wooten laid a nice tackle.
Wouldn't you just pay the free kick so they could have a kick on goal?
That's not what it's about, Duff. You just got to play. Here's the opportunity to get rid of it there.
What'd you think?
He's not making an effort. I don't know. It's a hard one.
Who would be an umpire?
We've got the benefit of the mood food replay down here, Duff. So
sure have. Can't
blame the umpires for that. That's a throw. Quick kick out now. There's a chance on the goals by Walker, but it's gone through for a behind. You can bring it out like that now. Devine knows all the rules. Out towards Moore. Moore finds Breen. Breen on that clever left foot. Out in front of Lydon. Big tackle laid nicely there by Stubbs. Went back and got it, did Stubbs. Now he's getting pushed and pushed off the ball. Moore off to Breen, back to Moore, back to Breen. They can't quite work it out. It comes out. Nice quick kick by Atkins. Harry Page is the only one down there by himself. Swings onto the favoured right and then lands it in the arms of Oscar Hall. Hall moves the ball on quickly. Just left it behind. Now Lee gets his kick forward. Here's one of my men, Pennington. Got that kick forward and a nice strong mark taken there by the North. Plays on quickly. There's a man running over the back. It's Innes Smith. Ducks his head. Can't quite get the footy away. Brilliant tackle laid there by the South boys. And the umpire says, give it to me.
They've been forward a few times now in the last few minutes, but just haven't been able to hit up that leading forward.
Tommy.
Big ruck contest. Tapped down nicely over the back of the head. Just trying to be a little too cute there with Sushams. Now a quick kick forward by the North, but the only man down there is that man right there, Brock Watkins. Watkins with his kick out wide towards Devine, put the leg up to protect and cop one in the cruids there. Harry Page now tries to have a bounce, and that's holding the footy. That was a good tackle there by the North. Just the 1-2 doesn't work. Quick kick forward there by Stubbs. Beg your pardon, it wasn't him at all. And now it comes out for Gilligan. North going forward. Lydon to McMurray. Handball's over. And now they move the ball forward beautifully. Just slipped through his fingertips of Jasper Hay. Oscar Hall's out there too. And the umpires have called that out of bounds. We'll see a boundary throw in.
Now, I'm guessing that young Oscar Hall is the son of the great Kenny Hall.
Possibly.
From the Tassie Devils, pretty certain. I saw Kenny up here earlier on. What a wonderful footballer he was for the Tassie Devils.
Yeah, absolute jet. And it comes for Davey. That one just got bounced over the top of the arms of McHenry. There's not much you can do there, Riley. Alex Triffitt's down there too. As I said, I like the move of Sam Regari into the ruck. Just a bigger body there through the north. That's what they need. Hands on fists there, Ollie Moore. They drag it in. Stubbs at the bottom of the pack, and the umpire says, no, I'll take it. I'll ball it up.
It's like some of the granddads in the back have done the big trip up here, Tubes.
Yep, good to see. Tapping it forward, there's Lee. That's a clever handball. He's going to get it back. Oh, just ran into a brick wall of Baker. And that's caught holding the footy, I think. Maybe copped him a little too high. Yeah, just a little bit too high there. I think that's Ollie Atkins out there, and it's gone out of bounds on the full, unfortunately, so it's coming straight back. Inside 50s, 2-2. How far is he going to run? Oh, he's lucky he got it away, because he ran a long way there, did Archie Devine. Stubbs gets his kick away nicely. Scooped up beautifully there by Gilligan. Throws it on the boot. And it's gone out of bounds again.
Actually, you boys up. Just go for a run round.
So boundary throwing inside forward 50 for the South. North will look good though, Duff.
Well, they're trying hard.
They certainly are. Scooped up there. And that's a clever handball because running away there was Davey. Inside 50 again for the South. And we'll see another boundary throw in that left forward pocket for the South.
Big ground here at Campbelltown, Tubes.
It is a big ground. There's a lot of paddocks around here, and they just said, well, this one will make we'll make this one into a footy oval. We'll put a couple of fence posts up one end and then a couple of fence posts up the other end, and that'll be our footy oval. Big, big field. The old bike track needs a bit of work though, Duff.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening there.
So they dive on the footy. Another boundary throw-in will ensue. So about 4 minutes to go in this term. It is the South 3-zip 18 to the North zip 1-1.
Bit of a stalemate at the moment.
Bit of an arm wrestle, yep. I don't mind it though as they come through. Here's a kick on goal and it goes through the middle. Well, opportunistic stuff there from the South. I didn't quite catch who it was, Duff. Did you see? I think it might have been Oscar Hall, was it? We'll get another look on the Bennett's Petroleum Mood Food replay. I'm pretty sure it was Oscar Hall. Just landed into his fists there, yep. And bang. Nearly hit the post. But goes through the middle and the South extend their lead. So it's normally the North that gives the South a bit of a touch-up, isn't it, Duff?
Well, that's how it's been in the more senior competitions recently. I think you boys went North last year for the rep games, didn't you? And it was all the North.
Yep, it
the
was.
Girls and the guys.
It was. In the middle of the ground here. Good effort and good pace shown there by Clements. But it's chopped off there by Brain. Brain transfers the ball out here to this near wing. Handballed up nicely there by Page. Off to Breen, who seldom wastes the footy. Hall going forward again. Leading the race down there's McHenry. Hot on his hammer though. Stevenson, happy to see that one out. Tried his best to keep it in, but I think he will be happy in the end. There's the coaches for the South running the changes on the bench. Even the captain, Cohen's having a break. Couldn't quite get it there, Bowen Clements. Kick forward by Tully Watts, who's been quiet this term. Out it comes. Here's a chance for Hall around the corner. Stevenson's down there. Quickly kicked away there by the South. What a pickup. Scooped up beautifully there by, I think that's Bowen Clements. And the pressure's coming here from the North. They look okay here. They've got numbers around the footy. Lee's trying hard, got pushed off the footy. Quick little chip there by Palmer. He went again and got his own footy, and Stubbs will take the mark. Right in that back pocket for the South. It's turned over though. Baker switches the play into the middle of the ground. Who's down there? It's Lydon, who's got a big boot on him. Pops it up into the middle. And that is Riley McHenry down there just steaming out from full back. He's got it again. Tried to get a clearing ball. Couldn't quite get it. Hands on the footy there by Gerard. Out it comes now, Hall again. He's dangerous from here as he pops it up and sees it over the line, 4-0 behind. .24 points the difference as they bring it out from fullback. Touch play on. Lee's the only one there for the North, and there it is. Half-time here at War Memorial Oval in Campbelltown. It is the Under-12 School Sports Australia Development Series between the North and Northwest versus the South. It is the North leading 4-1-25 to the South. Zip 1-1. 24 points the margin. Goal kickers for the South in that quarter. One to Oscar Hall and one to James Lydon in the first quarter. Ty Brain and Jai Millwood with one apiece. As we see,
boys.
Gee, they are big lads in the under-15s. There's a big difference between under-12 and under-15s as we see the under-15s boys running around there. We'll take a quick break here at half-time in the SSA Development Series for the under-12 boys here from War Memorial Oval. We'll be right back in just a few moments. Stick around here on Duff TV.
Very nervous. Big step up from club footy.
Certainly is. A quick handball out for Moore. Kicked forward by Devine. Dribbles forward. Here's a chance for Brain, who's got the first of the game. Tahi Brain gets his first and puts the South on the board, and that's the start their coach, Marky Reid, wanted. There's one again for Devine, and he goes back and gets the footy again. Now he'll pop it up to the top of the square. That's a clever kick and a nice strong mark to the captain, Cohen.
Good play by the South.
Might as well look like an umpire. There's been a free kick pulled out here. It'll go the way of the South, Jai Millwood got a free kick directly in front. So I'm not, I missed that, Duff. Did you see what that free kick was for?
Didn't see it. Umpire's always in the best position, always right, Tubes, you know that.
Absolutely. And he makes no mistake, Jai Millwood. Gets the second for the South. So after a huge amount of pressure down back from the clear the area immediately, but it's coming back through Jesse Cohen. Chipped over the top, nicely found his man in Ollie Moore.
Oh, nice delivery.
Very good stuff to Lydon. Lydon goes bang from distance and pops it through. James Lydon gets the first of the second term. The North zip 1-1.
Bit of a stalemate at the moment.
Bit of an arm wrestle, yep. I don't mind it, those. They come through here to kick on goal, and it goes through the middle. Well, opportunistic stuff there from the South. I didn't quite catch who it was, Duff. Did you see? I think it might have been Oscar Hall, was it? Well, welcome back. Third quarter about to get underway here at War Memorial Oval in Campbelltown for the Southern... sorry, I say that all the time, don't I, Duff? It is the School Sports Australia Development Series under-12s here for the boys. About to get underway, third quarter. Martin Duffy upstairs. An entertaining half of footy we've seen so far, Duff.
Yeah, it probably dropped off a little bit there, I felt, skill-wise, Tubes. I think what happens in these games, the boys are so keen to impress that sometimes the skills can drop off a little bit. But some impressive play at different stages.
Yeah, absolutely. There goes the siren for this premiership quarter. They've moved a few around, so it looks like Caleb Brewer's into the middle for the North, and I don't mind that move either. Bigger body, Stubbs just left it behind. It's picked up and just dribbled forward there by Gerard. And the umpire says, I'll ball it up, thanks. So inside 50s, that last term, Duff, was 7-3 in favour of the South. So the South doing a fair bit of attacking. Hands on the footy nicely by Atkins. Quick kick forward by Stubbs over the back. Here's a chance at the back for Lee. Don't mind this contest here between Lee and Devine. Dribbled forward and it's just hit the post.
Find a man, North! Find a man!
They move it quickly, the South. Out towards Page. Page. Back into the middle. As Jerry just shuts the door here in the Duff TV broadcast van. Tackled hard nicely was by Brain. And Brain was tackled, sorry, by McLaren. And McLaren will go back from the forward pocket and have a shot at goal.
I think he's a bit too far out.
A little too far, maybe. He's a beautiful kick, though, McLaren. Has a great tackle. Did the right thing. Stubbs has a chance here. He gets pushed in the back, and he played for it beautifully there, Stubbs. Beautiful stuff. And he'll go back and have a shot on goal. So Jackson Stubbs, there it was. He played like he was possuming, wasn't he, Duff? He just went straight flat down like roadkill. And he goes back with a beautiful kick and kicks the first goal for the North. Jackson Stubbs gets his first goal and the North's first goal through. Well, the free kick was there, but he made sure the umpires saw every piece of it.
Yep.
And how about this kick, Duff, on the Mood Food replay?
Yeah, he's a confident little fella, isn't he? Tell by the way he runs here, he's up and about, this little fella with his footy.
Yep.
He comes back out onto the wing.
Yeah, I like it.
That was a nice kick on goal. Made it look easy.
Certainly did.
How did you go in these rep games, Tubes? Did you get picked?
Yeah, I played in a North versus Northwest game in under 13s, I think.
Yep.
Then nothing.
No.
Bolt up. He's electric, you might say, but oh, that kicks untoward. Now there's an opportunity out here for the North. Just dropped the mark there, McLaren. Stubbs chases hard. And he's going to go back and get another tackle here, Stubbs. That's great pressure from Stubbs. Stubbs goes hard, gets tripped. No umpire says no, you didn't actually. Then gets a push in the back. Now Stubbs just trying to protect the ball. Great tackle nicely by McHenry. It's Ryan McHenry, not Henry McRyan. And we'll see a ball up right at centre wing here at War Memorial Oval.
Mix it up, not all on one side.
Huge, big field here at Campbelltown. Surface is looking pretty good. A few little patches of dead grass, but that's okay. It's very early in the season. Stubbs just spins it around the corner, and that one bounces inside just, and we'll see a boundary throw in right in front of that south bench.
You ever played footy on it? You get your favourite players, don't you, Tubes?
I do, I really do. Here's one of them now. Clements dodging back one way, then the other, and then ran too far. Gee,
umpire.
I'm not sure.
You need to feel the game, Mr. Umpire.
Yeah, well,
He's got that wrong. That's a shocker.
Let's have a look.
Tubes.
Let's have a look here on the Mood Food replay. He gets the footy there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Gee.
They're little steps, though.
Yeah, they are little steps. Anyway.
He's called it as he saw it.
Yep. Hardest game in the world to officiate, this one.
Oh. We've got the easy roll, there's no doubt about that.
Certainly do. Harry Page. Chipping over. Finds his man. Oscar Hall, the goal kicker. They're looking a bit better this attack. Oh, Stubbs arrived late. I like the way Stubbs keeps his feet. Geez, blonde. Is that a wash?
Time clock there, Tubes. I can't see it.
10:27 gone in the third term on the Jackson Motor Company scoreboard. Quick little kick forward by Kynan Lee. It's over the back. If they can get off the ground. Quick one off the ground. It's gone through. Tully Watts. Electric. Beautiful stuff by the North. Just constant pressure from this forward line. And they're back in the game. 5 points in it. 11 minutes on in the third term.
This is just what the match wanted. Because
have a look at this stuff. This immense pressure. And I tell you, Sam Regari just putting the body on the line. Quick kick by Lee. And then off the ground. Excellent stuff by Tully Watts. He loves it too. Gets the big smile going. Red mouth guard in. And they're back in this game. Look at that though. Will McMurray going into the middle.
yeah, a few prime movers have gone back in the middle for the South.
Yep. They got Ollie Moore in there too. And Sparky Volta comes out with it through the ruck. Great handball.
Well done.
But it goes untoward towards my man Ethan Bond, who's a beautiful kick of the footy. Pops it up to his big man. Good effort down there by Jalen Devine, who got it to Atkins. Atkins goes high.
Oh.
Behind. The boys are getting excited here on the bench for the North. And
why not?
Clemens goes back and puts them in front. So 4 goals this term after not having won for the first half. They've gone 4 goals this term. The inside 50s for this quarter, Duff, are 8-1. What a turnaround by the North.
Oh, they've got a bit to think about, these blokes down here.
Yeah, they certainly do. And they'll be running a few changes, I'm sure.
This is what we wanted to see, though. A good even contest in these matches. All the boys are trying to get, obviously, picked in the state squad. Gee, just to make it to this level, though, it's a fair effort.
It's unreal. Unreal. Right, contest 1 down. McMurray. Handball to himself just to get the super coach points up. Out towards Moore. Moore uses his pace. Ran a long way. Looked for McMurray. McMurray went hard at it. Nicely worked down there by McHenry. Now it's picked up there by Davey. Davey with a clever kick into the middle. Finds his captain in Cohen. Cohen's handball missed the mark. It's picked up by Bond. But it's chopped off by Gilligan, who goes inside forward 50 for the 2nd time for the South this term. Is there a breeze, Duff?
Oh, I don't think so.
Out it comes for Devine. That is Archie Devine, who's back on the ground after a short stint on the bench. And we'll see a ball up here just forward to centre on the right-hand side of War Memorial Oval for the South. Quick little dribbler there by Mason Brown. Cohen now has 2 to beat. The cavalry arrives late. Lee. Now Jalen Devine gets a kick right on 3/4 time. And it is the North. 4-3-27, leading the South 4-1-25. A 4-goal term for the North that quarter. The goals went to Tully Watts, Jackson Stubbs, Bowen Clemens and Sam Regari. And for the South, scoreless in that term, Duff. Their goal kickers are Oscar Hall, James Lydon, Tahi Brain and Jai Millwood. 3/4 time here at War Memorial Oval on the Jackson Motor Company scoreboard.
What a turnaround.
Yeah, a massive turnaround. The North are now 2 points in front. If you'd have told me that was going to happen in that term, Duff, I would have told you to go jump in the creek. We'll take a quick break here in the Under-12 School Sports Australia Development Series between the North, Northwest versus the South. We'll be right back here on Duff TV. Stick around, more footy coming up soon.
Yeah, really good quarter, eh? pressure and it's starting to Coach, mate, he's the man, not me. I'm only doing the running. I'm only delivering the messages. We haven't actually trained together. Get going and now they're starting to know what each other can do. That's the thing.
Fourth term about to get underway here. Martin Duffy and Tubes Taylor here with you.
You'd be cock a hoot.
Oh, I'm not.
Here's our co-commentator for the next game, just coming past us. He's coming back in here.
Who's that?
Trent Whitelaw.
Oh, wow. What a treat for me to be sitting next to such Tasmanian football royalty, Duff.
I'll settle down. Good player back in his day.
He was.
I think he's got a young fella playing in the 15s after this.
Rightio, fourth quarter underway here at War Memorial Oval in Campbelltown in the School Sports Australia Under-12 Development Series. As we just heard at three-quarter time, as the South go forward again for the first time this quarter, that the North boys had not trained together yet. Did you hear that, Duff?
Yeah, I know.
Quick kick forward there by Brain.
They were a little bit slow out of the box, weren't they, in that first quarter?
Here's a chance for Stevenson.
Oh, nice.
Touched on the line. So, 1 point the margin, Duff. If it's a draw, are we back next week?
I don't think so.
Oh, right, they changed that rule, did they? Nice mark taken by Callow, the captain. In the back pocket. Brings it out. They all flew. The footy. Scrappy stuff here. Just scooped it out there to Cunningham. Out it comes for Callow, who had a little bit more space, but he's kicked it to the opposing captain, Jesse Cohen, who's a good user of the footy. Unfortunately, that one just slipped in the arms of the opponent, but Hall was there to rove. As that one goes out of bounds, we'll see a ball in. We've got the under-15s boys coming up next here on Duff TV. And I tell you what, there are some big units in amongst that group.
Umpire's got a free kick here, Tubes. I'm not sure. Oh, no. He's just pointing something out. Boundary throwing.
Play on was the call and roving that beautifully. I think that was Cunningham that kicked that opportunistic goal. Great goal.
I think you'll find that's coming from a very shallow boundary throw in. If I was the umpire, would have been tempted to actually bring that one back.
Yeah. Well, let's get another look at this on the Mood Food replay. Yeah, it was Ollie Cunningham just swooped on it. I suppose the other ruckman had an opportunity to tackle there, but anyway, goal was called. Can't go past the umpire's decisions. And there's a slight breeze going to the right of screen as well. Looks like Archie Devine in the middle there, playing on the danger man, Jonty Hamill. Just gets a bit of space there, does Devine. Off Hamill, and he goes inside forward 50 again. Springing out the back there, Walker. Got his kick away nicely. Ran through the legs there of Schoenmaker. Devine there gets his hands free, then gets tackled hard, and he's caught hold in the footy. Need to get rid of it quicker than that, Archie. His old man will be hot onto that, I reckon, won't he, Duff?
Oh, I'd say so.
Now they've got some space to move here. Wooten out towards, I think that's Pennington. Beg your pardon, it wasn't. It was Innes Smith who went back and tackled Devine.
Wasn't a bad player himself, Robbie Devine, back in the day.
Did okay, didn't he?
The Wiz, the Wizard.
Yep. So that ruck contest just forward to centre for the South. There's Stubbs, who really brought the North into the game last quarter, I thought. Kicked off the ground by Brain. That's Harry Page that got the kick forward. Now there's a chance over the back as they run forward. Kicked off the ground, and that's another goal. Beautiful stuff down there. I think that's Lockie Davey. Is it Duff, number 15?
I think it could be.
Yeah, well done to Lockie Davey, who did beautifully. Just ball rolling over the back, and then he used pace. That big kick inside forward 50 by Elijah Ryan. And then look at this pace shown. Good effort by Michael Innes-Smith to try and put him off his balance, but just the bigger body there of Lockie Davey did well and kicked the goal. So now they've shot out to a 9-point lead. Sorry, 11 points the margin.
This umpire not in any rush.
No, really taking time, but why would you rush? He's been good today, Elijah Ryan. Nice tackle, and that'll be a free kick to Big Millwood. Chips it up, trying to find Bricknell. Went through his fingertips. That was Wilbur McMurray. Now, here's Page.
Oh, good
Off
awareness.
to that man, Millwood, who goes bang towards goal.
Good effort.
Yeah, good effort down there on the line by Nick Smart.
Not easy going back, you know, when you know that either somebody's there or, in that case, the post was there in his way.
Yep.
Young Brain, is it?
Yep.
Oh, that could be deliberate.
Nah, it wasn't. It was being tackled. Courageous stuff there from Brain. So we saw that on the Bennett's Petroleum Mood Food replay.
So you think they've done enough now, the South, haven't they?
Yep, I think that's it. Just working against the breeze. The majority of the goals have been kicked towards this end, Duff, so I think that could be it. Bricknell, good fist from behind. Brain went in hard at the footy and got his kick away, but it's untowards, out towards the boundary. Stays in somehow. That's clever stuff down there from Oscar Hall. And a nice tackle. Tried hard today, Lucas Wooten. Hasn't been on the stat sheet all that much, but his pressure's been great. And a free kick will go to Zeke Pennington. Oh, it's a dangerous kick across goal. Kicked off the ground from Davey, went to his opposing number 15, Carmichael Peters-Chapman. Now a chance for McKeon. And that's a good kick. And finds his man, Harry Page. Maybe too far out to score here, Duff. He's going to have a crack.
Right on his limit, but he's got a breeze behind him.
Yep. Touched on the line, as you suspected, Duff.
Yeah, I don't recognise these umpires. I'm guessing they're from Launceston.
They'd be Lonnie umpires.
I was hoping to see your mate, the Bev, running the boundary today.
No. Out it comes now.
What did he say?
Doing good stuff out there, Ollie Moore. Great work by McMurray, I should say, but it's gone out of bounds on the full.
Not all people might know who the Bev is, Tubes.
No, doesn't need any airtime, that bloke. That's a good mark. Swallowed up nicely by the North. This kick needs to be good because it is a cross goal. Finds his man, Sushams. Sushams now goes out towards Lee. Lee's got pace, but he's also got assistance out there, and the big man in Callow. Callow finds another man there in Gerard, but a great tackle by Breen. Callow goes again, but there's only one man there, and it's Jalen Devine. Goes back inboard, finds Baker. Baker quickly over the top towards Moore. Moore to Devine. Devine to Page. Page back towards Moore. Such a good user of the footy, finds a man perfectly.
He's what you call a gut runner.
Millwood.
You know what that is? Just run all day.
Yep. Millwood's kick was untowards and the North cut it off.
His dad was a good player.
Who's that, Moore?
Yep, one of the coaches today. There he is on the sides.
Who's his dad? Anyway, big fist from behind. It's good defensive work in the forward 50 for the South as they clear again the North, but here goes Breen. He's a great kick. Uses that left foot beautifully into the path of his big man Stevenson, who just ran over the footy, but Breen will go back from here. Handballed off to Devine. Devine quickly over the top. There's a man down there and the mark's taken by Davey. So Davey will go back. He's a real chance from here, I reckon, Duff. Got the breeze working across his body beautifully.
He's already bagged one in this quarter, hasn't he?
Yes. It was in the other quarter, though. Second quarter. Look at that. Straight through the middle there by Davey. He gets his second. Oh, yeah, it was this quarter. Beg your pardon, Duff. Well played.
And there's his dad legs. The runner there for the South. There he is.
Yeah, he's coming and telling Brain, you can have a break, Brain. Gee, I like this kid here, Jarvis Breen. That was clever, but his kicks have been beautiful off his left foot.
Yep.
He'll be one to watch in the future.
Oh, there he is, Drew Moore.
Oh, yeah, Drew
That's
Moore.
Ollie's dad.
Jeez, you know all these kids' dad stuff.
Kenny, oh, it's a collection, isn't it? It's great to see, isn't it? All the dads that have had great footy careers in Tasmania, showing the young fellas the way.
Yep. So 7 goals, 4, leading 4-3. The umpire's hot on that. The coaches down here in the North aren't too happy, but that's the way the game goes, boys. Wilbur McMurray with his kick inside forward 50. There's the Brain in the blue boots. And there he is again, Ollie Moore, running. And a great fist from behind there by Nash Walker, who's just run down to Zeps. Oh, he'd probably run to Mood Food, wouldn't he, Duff?
Oh, you've got to call in the Mood Food when you're coming through Kempton.
Oh, yeah. There's a Mood Food in Lonnie too.
Is there?
Yep.
Yep.
Grand Central, Mood Food.
Okay.
That's where you get all your good artisan products.
Jono's jams and all that.
Jono's sauces and jams, that's it, Duff. Great sauces. Of course, you're driving through there in your Jackson Motor Company vehicle, Duff.
Oh.
As the ball goes in here, there's a chance it's going to be a ruck contest, I reckon.
What do you think of my new van that I got from JMC?
What's a ripper, isn't it?
You like it? You happy?
I'm stoked I can stand up in here at 6'3", Duff. Brain gets tackled hard nicely there by Jonty Hamill. Now a quick kick out by Pennington. Good handball away there by Wooten, and it's dribbled forward, but playing that quarterback role. The North have the footy. Umpire's called a free kick here for something. Oh, he said just go back and have your kick.
Well, what a strange old match this has ended up being.
Well, yeah, it was a really great contest there in that third quarter. But the class of the South has come out on top, I think, and Archie Devine's going to go back from here and have a shot. He's decided against that. He's made a fool out of me. He's kicked it to Ollie Cunningham. And he's telling everyone, cool your jets. There's 2 minutes 30 here. Doesn't quite have the journey as it just rolls through the fingertips of a South player. And we'll see a kick come in from the North. The North. About a minute and a half to go here.
Isn't the player on the mark supposed to come right out? Is that the rule, Jude?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is, Duff, as that kick comes out, finds Callow. Callow in his back pocket. Kicking up the wing towards Stubbs. Stubbs with strength. He's been great today. Like the way he pushes back off the mark too. Unfortunately missed the mark there in Towns and it goes out of bounds. Boundary throw in. So who we got there, Duff?
Is that Robbie Devine?
Nah.
No, that's not Robbie.
Stubbs got hit, quick kick away. Good effort there by Watkins just to keep the fingertips on the ball. When again he did, Watkins. Palmer, sorry. Watkins got tackled hard. Got his hands free there, Callow. But the pressure from the tacklers was immense. Devine gets tackled hard. Scooped it out nicely there and Susham's got his kick away. Clever. Tackle a little high, umpire thought he ducked into it. Out it comes now again for Susham, so he gets a push in the back.
Well, the umpires have been pretty good, I think, Jude.
Yeah, they certainly have, Duff. I think it's been
the ones that are there.
A very well officiated game. And here comes my man Breen. That's the worst kick he's had all day. I'll put the Mickey on him, the commentator's curse, Duff. He's been otherwise excellent. Watkins. Over the back here. Chance now at the back for the big man, Hay. Campbell came away. There he is, Hall. McMurray. Oh, clever touch there by Moore, back to McMurray. Breen, handballs up. Tackled nicely there by was Gilligan, and they'll clear the immediate and present danger. And the siren should go any moment now. Someone's forgot the horn. Just lay on the big Volkswagen Crafter horn there, Duff. Just give it a blow.
Yeah. Well, winter is fast approaching here in Tasmania. Had quite a nice day up here yesterday, but it's a little bit cooler today. The Tasmanian tuxedo is out in full force.
Certainly is. Still some blokes getting around in shorts, pretending that it's still a warm autumn, but it's definitely brisk up here in the Midlands. Green again, but there it is, the siren goes. It's full time here in the under-12 School Sports Australia Development Series, the match between the North and the Northwest and the South. The victors, the South, running out victors 47-27. It was 7-5-47, playing 4-3-27. Goal kickers for the North. It was all happening in the third term. They all went to Tully Watts, Jackson Stubbs, Bowen Clemens and Sam Regari. And for the South, it was 2 to Lachlan Davey, then singles to Oscar Hall, Tahi Brain, James Lydon, Ollie Cunningham and Jai Millwood. So the victors today, the South by 20 points here in that SSA Development Series game. Some really quality footballers out there, Duff. Who were you impressed by?
Oh, look, Archie Devine early.
Yep.
Sort of faded a little bit, came back into it in the last quarter.
I think he was playing down
Ollie
back
Moore really
third.
impresses me. Just I love his run all day and uses the ball very well.
Constant run, yeah, he was very good.
Young Davey down forward.
I really liked Jarvis Breen. I thought he was excellent. I thought Anthony Volter through patches was very good as well. On the northern side, I thought Jackson Stubbs was excellent all day. Tully Watts was handy at times. And then supported through the middle was Ethan Bond, my man, Toby Callow, and the big fella, Sam Regari. So there is the two sides. A very entertaining clash here in the School Sports Australia Development Series for the under-12. Coming up for the Tasmania Devils squads, the state squads coming up. Coming up next here on Duff TV, though, we've got another great game of footy brought to you by Jackson Motor Company and, of course, Bennett's Petroleum Mood Food. It'll be the Under-15s School Sports Australia Development Series game between the North and Northwest versus the South. Coming up next here on Duff TV. That kicks off at 12:30. So stick around here on Duff TV. We'll take a quick break and be back with that game, the Under-15s, in just a few moments. Nicely was by Brain, and Brain was tackled, by McLaren, and McLaren will go back from the forward pocket and have a shot at goal.
I think he's a bit too
straight flat down like roadkill, and he goes back with a beautiful kick and kicks the first goal for the North. Jackson Stubbs gets his first goal and the North's first goal. Just gets around Archie there, and then a big strong grab. Just dropped it though, did Clements. And now it's picked up by the old ruckmans there, Sam Regari, and Regari gets his first, and the North are coming.
Yeah, they're up and about now.
Quick little kick forward by Kynan Lee. It's over the back if they can get off the ground. Quick one off the ground. It's gone through. Tully Watts. Electric. Beautiful stuff by the North. Just constant pressure from this forward line. And they're back in the game. 5 points in it, 11 minutes. They've kicked 3-3. The North.
What do you think about this rule?
What a grab.
Nice grab. But what do you think about the rule? Well, it's got a free kick here, Tubes. I'm not sure. Oh, no. He's just pointing something out. Boundary throwing.
Play on was the call, and roving that beautifully. I think that was Cunningham that kicked that opportunistic goal. Great goal.
I think you'll find that's coming from a very shallow boundary throw in.
Harry Page that got the kick forward. Now there's a chance over the back as they run forward. Kicked off the ground, and that's another goal. Beautiful stuff down there. I think that's Lockie Davey. Is it Duff, number 15?
I think it could be.
Yeah. Now a chance for McKeon. And that's a good kick. And finds his man, Harry. The other quarter, though. Second quarter. Look at that. Straight through the middle there by Davey. He gets his second. Oh, yeah, it was this quarter. Beg your pardon, Duff. Well played.
And there's his dad legs. Very nervous. Big step up from club footy.
Certainly is. A quick handball out for Moore. Kicked forward by Devine. Dribbles forward. Here's a chance for Brain, who's got the first of the game. Tahi Brain gets his first and puts the South on the board, and that's the start their coach Marky Reid wanted. There's one again for Devine. And he goes back and gets the footy again. Now he'll pop it up to the top of the square. That's a clever kick and a nice strong mark to the captain, Cohen.
Good play by the South.
Does all look like an umpire. There's been a free kick pulled out here. It'll go the way of the South. Jai Millwood got a free kick directly in front. So I missed that, Duff. Did you see what that free kick was for?
Didn't see it. Umpire's always in the best position, always right, Tubes, you know that.
Absolutely. And he makes no mistake, Jai Millwood. Gets the second for the South. So after a huge amount of pressure down back from the clear the area immediately, but it's coming back through Jesse Cohen. Chipped over the top, nicely found his man in Ollie Moore.
Oh, nice delivery.
Very good stuff to Lydon. Lydon goes bang from distance and pops it through. James Lydon gets the first of the second term. The North zip 1-1.
Bit of a stalemate at the moment.
Bit of an arm wrestle, yep. I don't mind it though. As they come through, here's a kick on goal, and it goes through the middle. Well, opportunistic stuff there from the South. I didn't quite catch who it was, Duff. Did you see? I think it might have been Oscar Hall, was it? Tackled hard, nicely was by Brain, and Brain was tackled, sorry, by McLaren. And McLaren will go back from the forward pocket and have a shot at goal.
I think he's a bit too
straight flat down, like roadkill. And he goes back with a beautiful kick and kicks the first goal for the North. Jackson Stubbs gets his first goal and the North's first goal. Just gets around Archie there, and then a big strong grab. Just dropped it though, did Clements. And now it's picked up by the old ruckmans there, Sam Regari, and Regari gets his first. And the North are coming.
Yeah, they're up and about now.
Quick little kick forward by Kynan Lee. It's over the back if they can get off the ground. Quick one off the ground. It's gone through. Tully Watts. Electric. Beautiful stuff by the North. Just constant pressure from this forward line. And they're back in the game. 5 points in it, 11 minutes. They've kicked 3-3. The North.
What do you think about this rule?
What a grab.
Nice grab. But what do you think about the rule? Well, it's got a free kick here, Tubes. I'm not sure. Oh, no. He's just pointing something out. Boundary throwing.
Play on was the call, and roving that beautifully. I think that was Cunningham that kicked that opportunistic goal. Great goal.
I think you'll find that's coming from a very shallow boundary throw in.
Harry Page that got the kick forward. Now there's a chance over the back as they run forward. Kicked off the ground, and that's another goal. Beautiful stuff down there. I think that's Lockie Davey. Is it Duff, number 15?
I think it could be.
Yeah. Now a chance for McKeon. And that's a good kick. And finds his man, Harry. The other quarter, though. Second quarter. Look at that. Straight through the middle there by Davey. He gets his second. Oh, yeah, it was this quarter. Beg your pardon, Duff. Well played.
And there's his dad legs.
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Tubes Taylor here with you in the Duff TV broadcast for the Under-15 School Sports Australia Development Series between the North-Northwest versus the South. We saw a very entertaining game earlier with the Under-12s. It was the South running out victors by 20 points. But coming up now is the bigger boys, and let me tell you, there's some bigger boys out there. It'll be the North and the South doing the battles. The North are in the yellow, in a very cool little coloured in map of Tassie there, and the South in the light sky blue / grey. North kicking to the right of screen. Big ruck contest won down by the big man Dark. Out it comes the back here. We'll see some scrappy stuff early, I'm sure, as the boys are very nervous. Nice tackle. Callum Thompson with the footy. Got it away somehow. Out it comes now for Howard. That is Liam Howard as it comes into the arms. A lot cleaner, these boys, than the younger fellows, as Fellows himself goes forward. Rolling over the back here for Flint. Got his handball away. There's Banks Smith. And now a string of handballs as they work the ball out through Simpson and co. Billy Griggs is down there. He's got plenty of time and space. He ducks back inside. That's clever work as he sends that little 45 kick. Just missed the mark though. Out it comes for Wade Murphy. That's a clever kick, and just through the fingertips there of Sanders, I think it was. And the South will clear out to the far wing. Now they run the ball up that far wing. Just in front of Ben Lomond here as that tackle's laid on the small man Will Clifford. And we'll see a ball up. Martin Duff is upstairs on the camera. Good afternoon, Duff.
Great to be here, Tubes. 4th game in 2 days at beautiful Campbell Town, and a couple of days of footy, and looking forward to seeing the big boys run around in this match.
Yeah, me too, as they run forward. Quick little kick off the ground there by Dominic Hay. Running back with the footy, I think that's Dustin O'Neill. On hands and knees, nice tackle laid there by the South. They're tackling in pairs. And we will see a ball up. There is, of course, Sam Banks Smith with the hair and the hairband on. There's a lot of haircuts out there today as Digney goes forward for the North. Over the back, spinning out of trouble. That quick kick was by Whitelaw. It'll be picked up and coming back through Liam Jones. Sanders with his quick kick forward towards Dustin O'Neill, and it goes out of bounds. Inside 50s for the South. 0 for the North. 4. So early in this piece, it spent a lot of time down in the forward 50 for the North. No one troubling the Jackson Motor Company scoreboard as yet. There he goes again, Dustin O'Neill. He's a strong body. Hands and knees, quick kick forward by the North. Going back with the flight. Banks Smith will be clean here. He wasn't. Just had it chipped out of his fingertips. Nice little handball up. Needs to go here. Billy Griggs does well. Gets it back towards Colby Whitelaw. And it's chopped off though. And Jordan Cowell gets the first goal of the game. Well, what happened there? Just chopped off nicely there by big Geordie Cowell. And he went back and kicked the goal. Let's take a look in the Bennett's Petroleum Mood Food replay. The North are first to hit the scoreboard. So we've gone back a bit here. That's okay though. We'll see what happened. They just seem to have it out here. I thought Billy Griggs did really well. Went back towards the left-hand side of his body. Got his handball off. And then just a missed kick. Yep. They don't come easier than that for Jordan Cowell.
Well, she's pretty electric out there. It's a hot potato. You don't get much time, and if you're not on your game, errors like that can happen very easily.
Now a chance as they move it forward through Nichols. Nichols gets it to his man, Sean McKenna. McKenna with a little burner down. Roved beautifully there by the South as they go forward again, but it's going to be chopped off here. Beg your pardon, that is McKenna. It was Josh Hilder that chopped it off there. Now they go forward. Getting my two teams mixed up. There he is, the bull, Dustin O'Neill. Just arguing over the footy here a little bit, the South. Out the back, quick kick forward. Who's there? No one. Tapped it away into the path of Wade Murphy. Got it off to Nichols. Nichols goes long, and that's a good strong mark out there. Taken by the goal kicker and Cowell. And a free kick going the way of the South.
Bit breezy out there, Tube. She's come up.
Yeah, it's just going to the right of screen. We see the Burley there do a bit of work as they go right back to the pocket. They need to keep this in here. Nicely worked by Whitelaw. Whitelaw with a bit of work to do here. Picked up by Howard. Howard off to Curran, got it back as the ball just holds up in the breeze there, and Wade Murphy comes in and chips it off. Chance here for Sanders, who goes long and deep. Which way is this going to bounce? It's going to bounce and bounce through. Riley Sanders with one from outside 50 as that breeze really takes hold of the footy.
Oh, they're ringing the changes here.
Yeah, look at this.
Big rotations.
Have a look at this
It's
stuff.
like a sheep station here.
He's kicked that from the point of the centre square on the Mood Food replay.
Look at this,
That's
Chips.
rolled through the middle.
This is what you call a rotation.
Goodness me, it's a massive rotation. They got about 16 on the bench.
He's got about 8 players on the bench.
And
Oh, it is a development match, isn't it?
It certainly is.
Be pretty exciting for these boys. Show me that they're going to be picking a squad, the state squad, out of this game.
Yeah, you'd think so, Duff. And it's pretty serious for these boys at under 15 level. South with a bit of work to do, but they are going against probably what I think is a 3 or 4 goal breeze. Sends it down inside forward 50 again. It lands in the arms of Connor Ryan. Coming through hard there, but the North with time. That's just elusive stuff there with the North. Quick little handball up by Billy Marshall. Finds Harris somehow. Gets tackled hard. Scooped it out there, Nicholson. Off towards Liam Howard. And they go forward again now, the South. They need a big mark down here, but it's only chopped off by the big man, Kalen Nichols, who goes across goal, finds Gillow. Or Gillow, if you like. And now in the arms of Manshandon. Manshandon up the line to Jones. Jones's kick bounces out of bounds up the bike path, and we'll see a boundary throw-in. How's you're up on top of the Duffmobile here, Duff.
Yeah.
How do you see the breeze? What sort of numbers are we talking, goal-wise?
You'd think a couple of goals to the right of screen there, at least. I don't know, it's too early to tell, Tubes. Early in the season, still coming out of the cricket season, is my mind.
Yeah.
Don't ask me hard questions like that.
I don't even mention cricket anymore. Bouncing ball out the back. Here's a chance for the goal kicker, Riley Sanders, and he goes bang and kicks 2. He's got 2 in 8 minutes, Riley Sanders. And he's looked dangerous down forward. Believe he's a Northern Bombers player by the looks of those shorts. Let's take a look at this. Quick kick off the ground, quick thinking by Murphy. Look at that, just shrugged the tackle, kicked the goal. A little bit of don't argue action from Riley. And this is blowing out for the South.
Early days.
Wow, early days, Duff, but 3 goals in 8 minutes. And the quarters go for 20, I think. On the Jackson Motor Company scoreboard, the South haven't even looked like scoring. Ruck contest. He's doing well in the ruck there, big Jacob Nicholson. Time there for Brereton. Back into the middle though. His kick is chopped off nicely again by the North. Plays here for Manshandon. Big punch from behind by Brady Simpson. Got the handball away though, Johnny Thorpe. Came through hard at the footy. Billy Griggs, Kyle Digney. And we'll see a ball up. (9 minutes 15 gone in this first term. Scrappy stuff, maybe a push in the back there for Brady Simpson. Nothing doing, said the umpire. I'll ball it up. Same umpires as last game too, Duff.
Yeah.
So very interesting. They'll be great tackle, great effort on the footy there by Dylan Goss, but a lovely tackle too laid by, I'm not sure who it was because he's still at the bottom of the pack.
Get a replay on that one.
Yeah, let's have another look at that. I think it might have been the big ruckman, Jacob Nicholson. Let's take a look.
What were you like in those moments as a player, Tubes? Were you hard at it, sort
Look,
of?
I wasn't sort of keen. It was actually, I think that was Callum Thompson, the captain. So you can see why he's doing that sort of stuff, but he's a real leader of the footy. There, big Cal. The North have looked all over them at this stage as the kick comes forward by Fellows. Bouncing over the back. And we'll see a ball up. I think that's Josh Harris there, number 11. We'll double check that for you though at quarter time. Ball up here again. Ruck contest, one down by the South. They're doing a fair bit of that. Chip kick over the top. Rolls out of bounds.
There's a lot of kicks missing their targets for both teams, really. As we see a few players coming on and off.
Yep. It's good to see the rotations. I tell you what, when I was playing footy, Duff, and the coach yelled out, "Come on, Tubes, you got to come off," my ears went surprisingly blocked. Yes, they were very very hard to hear the coach when they're saying stuff like that.
That was surely back in the days of the two-man bench.
Yeah. No, I'm not that old, Duff. Come on. And that one's out of bounds on the 4. I think it'll be a free kick going the way of Josh Gillow. Oh, but snaking it in there is Lockie Cohen. Somehow Lockie got a hold of it. I like seeing the long sleeves on Lockie too. Don't mind it. I was always a long sleeve wearer, Duff. As the ball rolls inside forward 50 again and running the ball out, the South will get the clearance. But it's coming straight back because a nice strong mark taken there by Fellows. He just pops it up to a 3-on-2. Just dropped the mark there, unfortunately. Good effort there over the ball. Now they dive on it. Oates is down there. Out it comes for Harris. Harris got a quick kick away. Spinning out of trouble. This is the danger man Sanders as he handballs over the top towards his mate man Shandon. He missed it. Out it comes for Dolliver. Now a chance for Clifford. Clifford just sent it with a little bit too much pepper over the top for his mate. And a nice strong tackle. That'll be holding the footy. Tried too hard there, Sean McKenna, to bust through the tackle of the big captain there, Callum Thompson. And the ball finds its way out to Nicholson. Nicholson quickly handballs over the top. Elijah Cohen can't quite get a hold of it. His kick is untoward. First at it is Atkins. Comes back for the North and they go forward again. Only man under it is the captain. That's a strong mark by Cal Thompson. Thompson goes across the field. They're out here. They've got Billy Griggs, who just left it behind. Cohen just got it up. Swooped on it there, Cohen. Griggs got a handball up. And that kick will go out of bounds. Off the kneecaps there of big Tom McCallum. So the umpire's called it out of bounds on the full. A little too much on it there for Dustin O'Neill. Got time here at the North, but they seem to be rushing it. Cohen does really well to get around it. Now running away with it. There was Fellows, who's had a lot of it in this term. Quick little handball out by Undy. And a quick kick forward again. Finds his man there, Tom McCullum. Goes inboard, finds Howard. Howard off to a running man through the middle of the ground. This is better from the South as the ball rolls over the back. Picking it up down there is Atkins. He got his kick away just and finds a man in McCormick. McCormick goes to McKenna. McKenna goes long and down the line, but it beats the man. I think that's Josh Harris down there. We'll check that for you at quarter time. 14.5 minutes gone in this first term. It's the North-Northwest on 3-18. South yet to score. Here he goes, that number 11. As I said, I'm not entirely sure who it is. We haven't got a number 11 in our program, but we'll fix that up for you at quarter time. As it goes out towards the 2 number 8s, Hilda gets there first, but it comes out to that man. He's opposing number 8, McKenna. He finds Hyatt, who gets stripped of it. Diving on it's Atkins. He's wrapped up in a tackle on Lockie Cook. And we'll see a ball up.
Gee, the wind does really come up here, Tubes.
Yeah, it's really started, hasn't it, through the middle of the day here. Well, handball just missed the mark. It was to his shoulder there on Sean McKenna, and a free kick will go the way of the South. I think the Northern boys look a bit bigger in this age bracket than they did in the previous age bracket, Duff. There was certainly a bit of a difference in size between the under-12 South boys and the under-12 North boys. I thought the North boys looked a little bit smaller, but it's the opposite in this one, Duff. I reckon the South boys are just a little bit smaller than the North boys in the under-15s, as that's a great shrug there by Lockie Cohen. He finds his man there in Campbell Flint, who's got a big roost on him, but he decides against having a shot and pops it out in front of his man, but chopping it off nicely there. Captain Thompson does well.
I was going out at 3/4 time. I mean, yeah.
Chopped off there nicely. Hein Haycock. This little worm burner up towards Undy. Undy out wide. Howard couldn't quite get a hold of it. He's going to get a free kick anyway, as Billy Marshall just infringed. That kick's not his best. It should work out okay. The Captain Thompson does well, but his handball missed the target. McKenna, who's had a lot of it, goes back to the 1-2 towards Dustin O'Neill. Now a chance here for Isaac Hyatt, who sends it down towards number 1 man Shandon, and it goes out of bounds. And he runs up the, what you could call, pretty poor bike track here at War Memorial Oval in Campbelltown. So under-15s School Sports Australia Development Series here from War Memorial Oval in Campbelltown. The Northwest got a handy 3-goal lead in the early stage of this game. Cohen with strength. Gee, just looks so tough. Nicely handballed there by Atkins. Couldn't quite get a hold of it, though, his teammate. Out it comes for Dom Hay. Cohen's going to go again. Number 13 there, Colby Whitelaw, does well for the South. And now out it comes for O'Neill. O'Neill in the middle towards his man there, Nichols, who runs on to it. Pops it up, flying back with a flight there, number 11. And I think, I'm not sure who this is, but we'll definitely give him the goal because he's kicked it. And that is a 4-goal breeze. As I said earlier in the piece, Duff, you weren't too sure what it was. 4 goals, mate, I reckon.
I reckon you could be right there, Tubes.
Still a lot of changes. That's a good mark. Flying back with a flight.
He's our player.
I never took one of those in my life. Maybe one in my life, Duff. Going back with the flight. There he is. Coming off for a bit of a breather. So a ball up in the middle. Ruck contest one down by the North. They go forward again. It's been all North here as it goes over O'Neill's head, but he goes again, punches it forward. This is clever stuff from O'Neill, and he goes bang and misses.
Should have kicked that. Did everything right.
He really did, didn't he? It was exciting stuff.
Might be handy if they get another footy at the end of this ground here, Tubes, in the second quarter.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. Oh, they different sized footings, aren't they, of course? You can play on here, Brady, if you want, they say. They decide not to, and it's punched away there by Cohen. I think Jerry's working on that number 11 as we speak. Well, there it is. It's quarter time here at War Memorial Oval in Campbelltown with the School Sports Australia Under-15 Development Series game between the North, Northwest and the South. North, Northwest with all of it in that term. They have 4-1-25, leading the South yet to score. Goal kickers for the North, Riley Sanders with 2, Jordan Cowell with 1, and the number 11, who I'll go and get for you in just a few moments, with the 1. We've got a big game on our hands because we believe it's about a 3-4 goal breeze going to the right of screen here in Campbelltown. We'll take a quick break here in the Duff TV van and we'll be right back with you in just a few moments. Stick around here on Duff TV.
Boys, in your groups, just get in the areas, just have a chat amongst yourselves, all right? So you just stay where we are for this half and we'll make some changes in half time. So. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. You two just change yourselves.
Well, second quarter about to get underway. We got a name on the number 11. Ethan Hubbard has the goal for the North. And I'm expecting a little bit of a change here in the second term.
Can't expect the breeze to do it for you, Tubes. You know the rules.
Yeah, no, that's right. So there we go. Second quarter underway. Ruck contest one down. The North, though, win it out again. Wade Murphy with the kick, and you can see that ball just hold up in the breeze. There he is again. Cohen with a tackle on Colby Whitelaw. Out it comes for Colby. Hard at the contest, these boys. Billy Griggs. Little trying to shrug the tackle there was Lockie Cook, and a nice tackle laid there by Dom Hay. So it'll be a free kick going the way of Hay. Into the middle. The ground, that was a dangerous kick because it came out for Nicholson. Out for that man again there, Lockie Cook. Back in board was Clifford, but it's chopped off nicely and marked by Liam Jones. Jones kicked over the top towards Josh Gillow. Caught one a little bit high from the captain Thompson, coming in hard with the hip, but that's okay. No free kick given. We'll see a ball up. What'd you do at half time there, Duff? Just ducked down and got a sav, did you, mate?
No, I've got the packed lunch.
Ah, good man. Can happen pretty quickly, can't you? Blow through 20, 30 bucks here in Campbelltown as that ball bounces out of bounds. I heard one of the boys from the north of the state say before, Duff, that they'll go the West Park oval tactics. Just get it in the pocket and keep it there.
Good old West Park, hey?
They've removed a heap of pine trees up there, and it's got even worse up there. It's a horrible blustery ground with the sea breeze coming in from either the west or the east. Anyway, over the back, here's a chance again for Hay, who ran through hard. Now it's picked up there by the south, and Liam Howard, who drove it forward. Quick fist trying down there was Luke Nicholson. Over the top, though, it comes for Jones. Jones got tackled and wrapped up quickly. Scooped out nicely there by Digney. It went to no one in particular, though. The south here with the numbers, of the north arrive late. They've got it everywhere. Murphy with a quick kick around the body. Jordan Cowell trying hard. Griggs is in there. Just scrappy here in this second term. They'll be happy with that, the north. As the clearing kicks come from the north. There's O'Neill. Got his hands to it. He's just protecting the drop zone of the footy, and he comes out with it okay here, Dustin O'Neill. His kick will work okay, beautifully.
Great kick.
And Isaac Hyde will go back against the breeze, Duff. But that was a clever kick, and I think the wind really helped him there because it held up in the breeze and just landed in the arms of Hyde.
It's just a beautifully weighted kick against the breeze. Let him run onto it.
And there it is. There's a goal for Isaac Hyde. The first of the second term against the breeze. And it's danger signs for the south. They haven't really looked like getting a goal, Duff, have they?
They're off the mark today.
Certainly are.
Just need to use the ball more cleanly, I think, Tubes.
Yeah. Tend to agree with you, Duff. Some really great haircuts getting around out there.
It's almost like a game of gridiron here. You've got 9 on the bench.
Yeah.
And when they bring in a new side for the different players.
Digney got his handball out. Flint tried hard. Quick kick away there, tried by Tom McCallum. The man down behind play, they're okay though. Oh, clever stuff by Jones. Handballed off to his man running past Fellows. And now they kick forward again, but a strong grab taken down there by the south. I think that's Zach Hine-Haycock, and that's a good mark as he's gone back with courage, taking a grab. Big Braden Fellows. Let's take another look at this. Clunk, and then just copped his head on the back of his knee. Here's the danger man, Cohen. Touching stuff down here by Cal. Good pressure from behind by Alomes. Banks Smith had it. Got his kick away, smothered off the boot there by Harris. And a free kick going the way of Alomes. Alomes finds Simpson. Simpson through the middle of the ground, attacking stuff here. Good pick up by McCallum. Big high one will go over the back here. First person to it though is Kalen Nichols. Nichols sent it out towards two teammates, but it found the man Hilda, who was by himself out there for the South. But it's working out now for the North. Diving across in front of it here. That's a good effort there by O'Neill to get the tackle on. Tapping forward. Clever over the top. There's Hyatt. Out towards Gillow. Banks Smith. Out of bounds. Happy to see it out of bounds. There the boys are lining up, ready to come on. Vandercroft there, the big lad. I'd like to see him out there running through the middle. Haven't seen much of him today. Quick kick forward there by Digney. Nicely picked up Gillow. Again, the pressure on the South has been immense by the North. They're pretty well drilled, Duff.
Yeah, we're expecting the South to come back in this quarter with the breeze, but, well, I don't think it's been down there at all, is it? Maybe once.
Yeah, haven't seen a lot of it. There's Cohen, who I was just told is a state cricketer as well. Lockie Cowan. And Cal gets on the end of this one. So a tough kick against the breeze. Slight angle. He'll end up kicking from about 35, 40 metres. Didn't get all of it, but ended up passing it down towards Hyatt. Hyatt manages to find his feet. He's done really well, Hyatt. He looks at the umpire, begging for a free kick. Interesting stuff through the legs there by Billy Marshall, as that kick goes forward again. And that should be a mark, and it is, taken by Ryan Drake. That's good hair too, Duff.
Yeah, good too.
So how are we looking here, Duff? How are you feeling about the congestion at the minute?
Well, you know what I feel about congestion. I've got the fix for it, but nobody will listen as he comes in here, Tubes.
That's a good kick by Drake. And that's a big fly over the back. Happy to see it over the line. No, they clear it, and now it's through. That's clever stuff there by Ethan Hubbard, but Ethan, she'd already gone through the line, mate.
Right at this point, you've got to have a certain number of players in the top 50, and that'll fix congestion right there and then.
So you're saying there must be like 3 players inside 50 at all times?
I'd say 2 players at any ball up, throw in or kick out.
Okay. Tom Curran did well there. He wasn't really looking at the footy. He thought it was going further down the ground than him. He called a mark there. He handballed it as long as a mark. And now there's a chance over the back. Here we go. Will Clifford with time and space. He just needs to be accurate, and he is. Good finish there by Will Clifford. And the North are on the board.
South,
sorry. Gee, that's one for the highlight stuff, isn't it?
You're doing a good job here today, Solo, here, Tubes.
It's hard because the South have changed their jumpers from the last time. So it's difficult. But anyway, the South are on the board. There we go. A good effort there by Will Clifford. A lovely finish by him. And I'd like to see 3 more goals at least for the South in this term.
Well, we saw the Northern boys kick 4 in a row, I think, in the under-12s against the runner play. So maybe the South can do the same here and try and tighten it up coming into half-time.
I'd like to see that. Umpire takes his time, throws it up. Tap down nicely. On hands and knees, the South really need to get a couple of goals here. The pressure is just relentless though. Will Clifford again, spins around the corner. Going back with the flight there, that was courageous by the Northern player. Now they've got numbers here, the South. Big tackle laid, he just sort of dropped it like a hot potato. Came out for Fellows, who gave the handball off. Billy Griggs did well. Clifford. Geez, been good there, Liam Jones. Quick kick away there by Ryan Clark. Out in front of his captain here, Thompson. Thompson just quickly just pops it on the left boot, and then that chaos ball inside forward 50 was dangerous. The North really need to get some clearance here because the South are attacking hard. Keep going forward now. Octoloni is down there as well. Hands and knees. We'll see a ball up.
Very breezy, not easy for the boys out there.
No. Even the sheep are sitting down in the back paddock there, Duff. Is that quick kick forward? Which way is this going to bounce? It goes through for a behind. So on the Jackson Motor Company scoreboard, it is the North-Northwest. 5-2-32 to the South. 1-1-7. A 25-point margin. Sanders. He's a long way from home. He's kicked 2 goals already in the previous quarter. Chips it over nicely. Finds his man in Atkins. So it was 3-4. Now to 9. McCormick. Back to Sanders. The Colonel. Throws it on the boot. Flew high. Did Dylan Goss. Nicely worked to McCormick. And he finds Ima. Ima. Kicks inboard. Now the South with time. They had numbers there everywhere. Just goes over the top. Just struggling to adjust to the breeze down here, the South. As the ball goes over the top. Running forward now again. Hilda gets tackled hard. Got his handball away though. Quick kick forward again by the South. This one will go over the back. There's numbers here for the South. They just need to get off the ground. Octoloni got his kick smothered. There's a kick and there's a goal. Great stuff. I think that was Jack Dolliver, I believe. Let's have another look at that on the replay. Another great effort of continual forward pressure from the South. And they've got 2 on the board. Let's take a look. Again, just numbers here with the South. Octoloni did well. Great smother, though, by that man. And yep, it was. It was Jack Dolliver that got the goal.
Great having you back in the commentary box, Tubes. First time this year.
It's great to be back.
Great to hear some of the Tubes Taylor cliches. We've got,
what are they? I don't even know what they are.
We've got that man.
That man. Yep.
And chaos ball.
Chaos footy. Yeah, well, the chaos, I don't want to call it a bush punt because they go in, you know, like the old bush punt where they float anyway. So I use the term chaos footy or chaos ball because they can go anywhere. Good tackle again there by O'Neill. Spinning out of trouble, Marshall. He's had it a fortnight. He's just got his hands to it. And there's another tackle by Cohen, and he's going to be rewarded with a free kick. Should have been 50 there too. Cohen.
You'd be blowing your whistle every 5 seconds, Tubes.
Yeah, I'd take control of the game, that's for sure, Duff. Now the North go forward. Hyatt. And he's found, just dropped the mark there to Dylan Goss with a great haircut by Gossy. Just attacking the footy there Simmons did well to get his hands free. And there he is, Hubbard, who got tackled. Cohen got his ball stripped as he tried to pick it up. Now Griggs. Griggs sends it long.
A little bit more belief now, the South, with those couple of goals. A spark in the game.
There's just a bit more pressure by the South, I believe, Duff. Just getting it away. The North aren't able to get it away quickly. Harris. Back to Nichols. Into the middle of the ground. Finds Cowan.
Oh, shocker.
Yeah, that's the worst kick I've seen him kick in his career. The 2-8s go at it. The Southern one gets it forward. Hilda. Which way does this bounce? Nichols happy to read it and clear for the time being. Out towards his mate in McCormick. 15.5 minutes gone in the second term thanks to Jackson Motor Company. South now with the ball. Just need to start finding targets. That ball just keeps going over the top. Thompson around the corner, bouncing ball out of bounds. I just feel like the South haven't adjusted to this wind yet, Duff. They haven't seen a lot of ball in the first term, to be fair. But the ball just seems to be going over the top of the head of their players every time. So they just need to be aware of that when the ball comes into their forward line. Be prepared to quickly turn and go. Gillows down there. Fellows. Over the back of the pack here, the North have the numbers and they're out. Dylan Goss leads up towards the footy. It just rolls through the fingertips there, and that's a clearing kick by the South. Bit of kick-to-kick action, and that's a great mark by Liam Howard. It's been quiet by his standards. Thompson to Howard. And it's chopped off there by Atkins.
Good strong power lead here.
Yeah, that is a good lead from Bailey Simmons, I should say. Simmons handballs to space. That's clever though. And Hyatt, who's been very good so far this game. Hubbard with the old goose step. Gets through 3 opponents and then drills it long. And finds his man, Gillo, who plays on unnecessarily too, but it doesn't matter. It goes through for Big Deal Goss. And he's coming off for a breather.
And that is a good haircut.
It is, isn't it?
The old army job, isn't it?
The old long Buffon shaved ears.
I tell you what, he's a good mover though. He's got some spring in his step, this young
quick.
lad.
That was just, look at this goose step here by Hubbard. And then he takes a good contested grab here. And then plays, he looked for the handball, but actually I see what happened. Will Manshandon didn't realise that he was going to get the handball, and he had the play on there, Dylan Goss. So great awareness by him to kick a goal. And that lead is back out to 25 points, which was the margin at quarter time, Duff.
Yeah. So they've gone nowhere, the South. Oh, they've got a couple of goals on the board. They had a little bit of belief going into half-time.
Out they come again, the North. Touch ball was play on. Quickly kicked forward. Nicely worked there by Atkins. Ducked into a tackle there. Undy's the man who tackled. Liam Jones got his kick forward. And a nice strong mark taken by Cam Owen. Owen went looking for his man out there in Tommy Curran. But running back Dom Hay does well. That's a dangerous kick into a dangerous position because the Southerners are there as they arrive and lock it in deep inside their forward 50 with about a minute to go on the clock. The boys are a bit cooked here. You can hear them in the northern bench. They're running hard. Digny does well to just bullock through. Nice tackle by Sam Banks-Smith. See a ball up. Right on the half-forward line for the North. They'd love another goal before the end of this quarter and the end of this half. They're not going to get it, I don't think. They need to get some clear ball movement here. Unfortunately, it comes out for Gillow. He clears out wide, finds Isaac Hyatt, who's been busy this term. Through the arms of Cohen. Nice tackle laid on Tom Francis. As that is half time, it is the North 6-2-38 leading the South 2-1-13. That should read on the Jackson Motor Company scoreboard. It is the Under-15 School Sports Australia Development Series here at War Memorial Oval in Campbelltown. Goal kickers for the North. 2 to Riley Sanders in that first term. Then 1 to Dylan Goss, Isaac Hyatt, Jordan Cowell and Ethan Hubbard. And for the South, 1 to Will Clifford and 1 to Jack Dolliver. We will take a quick break here at War Memorial Oval. 26 points the difference here on the Jackson Motor Company scoreboard. Thanks to, of course, Bennett's Petroleum and Mood Food and AFL Tas for getting Duff TV along. Stick around, the second half coming up next here on Duff TV. Does well, gets it back towards Colby Whitelaw, and it's chopped off though. And Jordan Cowell gets the first goal of the game. Well, what happened there? Just chopped off nicely there by big Geordie Cowell. And he went back and kicked the goal. Let's take a look in the Bennett's Petroleum Mood Food replay. Chance here for Sanders, who goes long and deep. Which way is this going to bounce? It's going to bounce and bounce through. Riley Sanders with one from outside 50 as that breeze really takes hold of the footy.
Oh, they're ringing the changes here.
Yeah, look at this.
Big rotation.
I don't even mention cricket anymore. Bouncing ball out the back. Here's a chance for the goal kicker, Riley Sanders, and he goes bang and kicks 2. He's got 2 in 8 minutes, Riley Sanders. And he's looked dangerous down forward. That'll be great tackle, great effort on the footy there by Dylan Goss. Get the clearance, but it's coming straight back because a nice strong mark taken there by Fellows. Flying back with a flight there, number 11. And I think I'm not sure who this is, but we'll definitely give him the goal because he's kicked it. And that is a 4-goal breeze. As I said earlier in the piece, Duff, you weren't too sure what it was. Drop zone of the footy, and he comes out with it okay here, Dustin O'Neill. His kick will work okay, beautifully.
Great kick.
And Isaac Hyde will go back against the breeze, but a strong grab taken down there by the South. I think that's Zach Hine-Haycock, and that's a good mark as he's gone back. Handballed it as long as the mark. And now there's a chance over the back. Here we go, Will Clifford with time and space. He just needs to be accurate, and he is. Good finish there by Will Clifford, and the North are on the board.
South,
sorry. Gee, that's one for the highlight stuff, isn't it? Quick kick forward again by the South. This one will go over the back. There's numbers here for the South. They just need to get off the ground. Octoloni got his kick smothered. There's a kick and there's a goal. Great stuff. I think that was Jack Dolliver, I believe. Let's have another look at that on the replay from Bailey Simmons, I should say. Simmons handballs to space. That's clever though. And Hyatt, who's been very good so far this game. Hubbard with the old goose step. Gets through 3 opponents and then drills it long and finds his man Gillow, who plays on unnecessarily too, but it doesn't matter. It goes through for big Dill Goss. Third quarter about to get underway here in the Under-15 School Sports Australia Development Series for AFL Tas, live from War Memorial Oval. My name is Tubes Taylor. Martin Duffy's upstairs on the camera, and the Northerners are well and truly in control. So they move it forward again. Bit of a breeze going to the right of screen. This is what the Southerners need, a little bit of a quick start. A couple of goals and they'll be cock-a-hoot.
Cock-a-hoot.
To put it in the words of the great man, Andrew Silver Fox Hotwood.
Do you have any Brian Taylors out there for us? Oh, there's a free kick, is it?
Yep.
Just cop one accidentally high there.
Cop one.
Any Brian Taylor cliches?
I don't rate BT, to be honest. He's a very good commentator, but geez, says some absolute dross as that kick from Hubbard finds his opponent.
Yeah, if you could refrain from doing the after-match walk around Tubes.
Oh, mate, I will never, ever do roaming Tubes, you can guarantee that. I like to do it pre-game. Just a chat. Cowan got his handball off, and that's a nice kick and finds Hubbard. And big Ethan Hubbard will go back from directly in front and drill this one, no doubt.
He's kicked a couple?
Yeah, that's his second. Kicked one in the first and one in the third. It was a great kick to coming in from the north. And see how Hubbard just found that position over the back of the pack there, Duff, in front of Banks Smith, because he knew the ball was going to float down there.
Now, Tubes, we've got about 9 on the bench.
Right.
So I make that about 27 players per team.
That makes sense.
So multiply that by 2, Tubes. What do you get?
54.
Very good. So out of this,
they're
going to pick a state squad.
How many's in the squad, Duff?
I don't quite know. I'm guessing probably 30.
And that'll be Tasmania Devils squad in the under-15s?
I think so. It's all Devils these days.
Yeah, which is great.
I think it's a good idea, and it's great that the under-18s are back in the TAC Cup full time, and the senior team's just around the corner. It's really exciting for Tassie footy.
And the women's footy too, Duff, which is fantastic. We had the girls here yesterday, which was wonderful. I'm loving watching the development of our female football in the state. That's one of my passions, as you know, as it comes out now for Liam Jones. Handballed over the top, found his man McCormick. McCormick got another one, and it comes back to Jones. Jones sends it lower to Cohen, and Cohen will go back.
Now,
and he's a good kick.
He's a good kick. He's a good player. Now, at the end of this match, Tubes, being the expert footy observer you are, I'd like you to come up with your chosen 30.
30.
And then go over to the coaching staff and say, hey, this is what Tubes thinks. I reckon this is one boy will be in there.
Tubes is 2 cents. Yeah, well, after that kick, he probably won't be because that's gone out on the full. But he will be in there, no doubt. He will make the state squad. Lock that in, Martin Duffy. Jero's changed. No, we're good. Sorry, Jero. Jero's panicked here, Duff. As the ball comes out for the south, finds Howard. Howard's been uncharacteristically quiet.
Well, the people at home probably wondering who Jero is. Jero's our behind-the-scenes producer, ladies and gentlemen.
He does a lot. And look who it is. The goal kicker, Hubbard. And he runs around the Stevie J and pops it through. His second goal of this quarter, his third overall. And how about the mullet? Look at it, Duff, it's back. The Malay is back.
Bit of a quiet achiever, this fella. Just bobs up, doesn't he?
He certainly does. It was a great penetrating kick from Liam Jones that came in and just floating over the back. Sam Banks-Smith just caught out of position and he went bang, kicked a goal. I reckon I can go through. I'm going to put a little dots next to the ones.
Put a little dot there.
Who I think are going to make the state squad, Duff.
What about Hubbard?
He's in.
He's in?
Yep. In my humble opinion. Connor Ryan. That was McCormick otherwise. Cowan. Or Cowan, if you like. Probably should have asked the coaches at quarter time. Yeah, Hubbard was named as an emergency, Duff, and he's slid in from Longford. So that's good for his development. From an emergency to a Tubes Taylor listed state player, in my opinion. Wade Murphy does well, just couldn't get a hold on the footy. And we will see a ball in. Not sure who's best on ground yet, Duff, but it'll be close. Isaac Hyatt's been very good, I should say. Quick kick off the ground there, scooped up nicely there by Thorpe. Quick kick forward by, I think that was Cook.
It was Cook.
Now they're rolling it through with handballs. This is great work, fellows. Going. That's a good kick to a hot spot. Liam Howard there as well. Popped up, the breeze holds it up, and it's marked now by Dustin O'Neill. Dusty goes bang, sends it long. Height flew at it, but a nice mark. It was touched apparently as Tom McCallum played on quickly. It was coming back through the form of Will Atkins. Atkins finds Marshall. Cowan had 4 to beat. 3 South players fell to the ground, and this is too easy as he has a look here, and that's his 4th goal. Ethan Hubbard, the emergency, slides in and kicks 4.
It's a cheap one, this one.
It was a bit cheap, but 4 goals, Duff, that's a pretty good effort.
That's a great effort.
Just a coaching tool there for those players going up. There was no need for 3 players to go up at the ball, and they needed to keep their feet in that contest. 3 South players fell over to the ground there, needed to keep their feet because their players then just rushed forward as the ball went over the back of the pack. I'm sure they will review this tape, the South.
Just making sure the 666 is being applied. Good umpiring there.
Yep, well, they're the rules now, Duff. Little handball. Now they run it out, Banks Smith. Cook got his handball off. That was McCullum. Back to Cook, just left it behind, did Brandon Oates. Digney. And a strong grab taken there by Campbell Flint. And he'll go back and have a shot on goal for the 4th one this term. Just to the right-hand side of the post as the umpire's hat bowls off. As that breeze is picked up, out it comes for Cook. Cook into the middle. This is a dangerous, dangerous kick, but he's got a man coming hard at the footy in Simpson.
Or you can put a little asterisk next to Cook. He's had a lot of the ball, uses it well. He's very strong in the core too.
I agree.
Which is what you want when you come up against those big mainland sides.
Yeah, Gillow. And it's chopped off by Tom McCullum.
Starting to come into it, McCullum. He's a bit quiet in the first half.
You know who is missing, or I don't know whether he's out there or not. He's not out there at the minute. He's one of our favourite players here at Duff TV, and we haven't called his name a lot, Duff. Ty Turner. Remember?
Turner.
Critter Turner.
Yes.
Haven't seen a lot of him. Jonty Doran has it now. Big fly. Over the back it comes into the arms of Atkins. Atkins throws it down to Dom Hay, who finds Fellows, and Fellows kicks it out on the full. Straight into the Corolla. If you need a new car out there, Corolla, head over to the Jackson Motor Company. who are our proud sponsors of our scoreboard. You see that in the breeze there, Duff, just curling away into the arms of Thompson. Has it picked up a bit more, do you reckon?
Oh, I think it's maintained. It's about the same. Of course,
Right.
our behind-the-scenes statistician, Jerry, is about to buy a new car from JMC.
Is he?
Oh, yeah.
He'd be after a Volvo, wouldn't he? He strikes me as a Volvo driver.
Got a lot of VWs out there.
Subaru, he's telling me.
Oh,
Great pace shown there by, I think that was Will Atkins, and he goes bang and kicks a goal. As we were just talking absolute dross, we talked about BT talking dross, and Will Atkins has gone through. We'll take another look at that on the Bennett's Petroleum replay. So come down here, let's take a look. Just a poor kick in the end there, just got chopped off. The breeze held it up, and Will Atkins made no mistake.
well, they've kicked away, haven't they?
They certainly have. No push in the back as the free kick was not given. Hard at the footy there is Dylan Goss. Like the way he goes about it too, Duff. He looks fit and keen. Scooped out the back.
Yeah, so I kicked on my right.
So I just switched with Kyle. Not Kyle, but then of course, both down there went under.
And it goes out of bounds. So the South in attacking 50 here. Real opportunity. Umpire's called for a ball up. And he's bringing it right in. I'm not sure what happened there.
I don't quite understand that at all.
No. Maybe the boundary umpire doesn't have his have it in him after running already through a game of footy. No energy. That was good by Goss. Out to the goal kicker in Atkins. He goes back inboard. Braden Imer. Back now to Nichols.
Oh, gee.
Quick kick on goal for the South. Zach Haycock has kicked a goal. And they really needed that, the South, because it was blowing out. It was out to 50 points. Now it's back to 44. The Northwest 63, South 19. Let's take a look at this.
Surely looked like a free kick to the South.
Well, it was he called play on. It was definitely dropping the ball. Doesn't matter. Goal counts for the South. 13 minutes gone on the Jackson Motor Company scoreboard.
Mix it up again. Too many one side, mix it up.
Another ball up. Here's Cohen driving it forward. Good little punch there from the defender. I think that was Zach Haycock. Perhaps it was actually Banks Smith, not sure, as it rolls out of bounds. We'll see a boundary throw-in. Sting's sort of out of this game, but there's still...
Oh, there's a bit to play for.
Yep. That's right. You've got to show your intent, don't you, Duff, as the boys come in. Here's a chance now for McKenna. McKenna goes bang, and he'll kick that. Sean McKenna kicks a goal. The immediate reply for the North. And he's got a little dot penciled next to his name, in my opinion.
It's just a nice move, wasn't it? Seen a few goals like that where good steady play under a little bit of pressure, but good enough to Send it through the big sticks.
Yep. So we see the bench there. Interesting approach from the South versus the North bench. That's the South boys are right on the boundary. The North boys sitting back in the dugout. Right at the very back of the bike track. Handballed out. They're away again here through Dom Hay. Quick kick though from Clifford. Went forward to the opposing number 4, Atkins. He's got a couple to beat, can't do it. Hilda got a handball away. Diving on it, Atkins again. Bit of a rolling maul here at the moment. They're just stripping them of the footy. And that was a good little handball out by Zeke Atkins, and the kick across goal. Bill Griggs needs time. He's got the time now. This kick goes in forward, and another strong mark to Hein Haycock. They'd love to get one here.
Yep.
That breeze is coming straight into his face here at War Memorial Oval.
Nice.
It's a good kick and a good finish from Zach Hein Haycock. He's got 2 for the quarter. And that margin back to 44 points.
The rotations continue here.
Yeah, a few more rotations. The boys, like I said earlier in the piece, Duff, if you'd have screamed out to me, Tubes, it's time to come off, I'd have had a serious case of not being able to hear you. Pretty sure that was the attitude of most players back when I was playing footy too. No. But now it's all about minutes played, you know, output, all that jazz. They all just shepherded the ball there and no one really wanted it except for this man, Will Clifford. Went back and got it.
Well, he did the right thing.
Yeah.
He's trying to
Can't blame
to
him,
the
can you?
advantage of his team, so nowhere to go.
Man Shandon. As big Josh Harris. Man Shandon goes back and gets it. Got his handball away nicely. It bounces up into Griggs' hands. That's a great kick. Might put a little star next to Billy Griggs. Liam Howard. Goes inside forward 50 again for the South. Quick handball away there by Fellows. Big fly, the kick of Wade Murphy's smothered. Here comes Cohen. Just got a shepherd from the umpire. The breeze really picks up here. Spinning around the corner there, Campbell Flint got his kick away, but it was inaccurate, just through for a behind. $45 points the margin.
Nice mark.
Strong grab by Flint. Numbers here everywhere. McCallum happy to kick a point for the opposing side. 19 minutes gone, there's a minute left. The South do not want to concede a goal here. Happy to see it over the line. Boundary throw-in. Dangerous. Oh, he's called a mark, but then he's got to play on. Gee, that's a scary kick across the face of goal. Clever stuff down there by Tommy Curran. Gave a great shepherd too. Liam Howard was able to get the handball away. Now running after him there was Braden Oates. He got tackled hard. Cowan needs to get on the boot quickly as he pops it up. Down to that dangerous spot as it rolls through for another behind. And that is right on 3/4 time. So the North on the Jackson Motor Company scoreboard lead by 47 points. 72 plays 25. They are well and truly in control. Goal kickers for the North. 4 to Hubbard, 2 to Sanders, then singles to Atkins, McKenna, Goss, Hyatt and Cowell. And for the South, singles to Dolliver and Clifford, and Zach Hine-Haycock had 2 in that quarter. That is the end of the third term here at the Under-15 School Sports Australia Development Series for AFL Tasmania. We'll be right back with the final instalment from War Memorial Oval here in Campbelltown in just a few moments. Stick around here on Duff TV.
Boys, have a yak.
So about to get underway for the 4th term here in the Schools Sports Australia Under-15 Development Series here at War Memorial Oval. My name is Tubes Taylor. A pleasure to be with you, and Martin Duffy from Duff TV up on the camera as the ball comes out. Riley Sanders swings it around. Goss does well. Gets tackled with it. I'm sure that the coaches out there, Nathan Warren, Jamie Hayward for the North, and Adrian Goodwin, and I believe Robbie Devine in the South, would have barked a few orders at both their boys. And I think the message coming from the South would have been, boys, put your head over the footy. That was the message at half-time at least, and I'm sure it was the same at quarter time. Big fly over the back. Boundary throw in, just forward to centre for the South. He's kicked it the wrong way. Hyatt, surprised that the ball came his way as they had possession, the opposition. That was good from Liam Howard.
Kick.
And they find that man, Atkins. He finds his man out there further, Gillow. Handball's back to the running man. Out it comes here. I think that's Tom McCallum.
Yeah, it's McCallum.
It's been quiet, hasn't he, Duff?
It wasn't too bad in that last quarter, but yeah, he usually gets a little bit more of it. We remember his younger brother last year in the. I remember that under lights down at Clarence High. There's another
Gee,
nice
that's
goldie,
an absolute ripper to Ethan Hubbard. He was shocked and surprised that he got that one. It just sat up in his arms and he's kicked 5.
It wasn't supposed to be playing.
It was an emergency, Duff. An emergency. I know they're very, very good at Longford with their junior programs. And I'll tell you what, he just played on quickly and such great goal awareness.
Well, they've just been cleaner going forward.
What do you think the South can take away from this last quarter, Duff?
Oh, gee, they just need to bag a few, don't they?
Yeah.
It's a long drive home.
Hey, yeah. They're telling me there's one boy from the North, I'm not sure who it is, who comes an hour west of Smithton. Now, when the coaches told me that, I was thinking, hang on a minute. You can't drive an hour north of Smithton. Hour west of Smithton, they said. An hour out of Smithton. I was thinking, where's that? Arthur River, maybe? Maybe. Anyway. Good to see the sports alive and well up on the northwest coast. As that kick comes out, there's only one man out there. It's Will Atkins, who'll have a bounce. Swift kick inside, finds his big man in Flint. Flint, though, his kick finds McCallum.
Yeah, so his younger brother.
Yep.
Is it Tommy?
That's Tom that we're looking at.
What's his younger brother's name? We'll come back to that.
Will, maybe?
Is it Will?
I don't know.
He's a gun, though, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a jet. Here he is. Speaking of jets, easy stuff. Finds his mate out there in Will Atkins. Lockie Cohen, the captain, chipped the back inboard. Did a beautiful job. So this is the second goal, potentially, for Atkins. Not going to have the journey, and that's a strong mark. We'll pay that to the man in front. That is Tom Curran. Curran goes out wide. Brady Simpson to kick Mr. Mark here. Here he is again. Off to danger. Oh, ran into a brick wall, and that's holding the footy. It'll be a free kick going the way of Ryan Clark. Clark goes over the top, a little bit too much on it for his mate Hilda. Hilda kept running though. He's got hot on his hammer. That's a great tackle. Beautiful tackle out there. I think that's Braden Imer. Sold a bit of candy there, Sanders. Sanders normally known for his chicken. Sold a bit of candy to Cowan. Cowan into the middle. Big fly, good punch from Banks Smith. That's another good tackle again. The tackling pressure's been huge by both sides. And a man by himself will go back and have a shot on goal, Campbell Flint. Flint's got the goal, just with enough energy for Campbell Flint, and he's got a beauty. He's finally on the scoreboard, and it was a long kick against the breeze, but he made it just. Let's take a look at this. Good mark, and then a beautiful roost. On the left boot too, if you don't mind, Duff. Just a little 9-iron chisel. Little wry smile there from the goal umpire too. So the North will win this one easy. Clever tap.
Blowing right out now.
Yeah. And here he comes, Brady Simpson. Got his kick forward over the head of Hine. Oh, that's not Hine Haker, it's Cameron Owen down there. A lot of these young lads with long blonde hair and headband stuff.
Oh, it's part of the fashion, isn't it?
Mm. See the red dirt in the background there, Duff?
Yeah, what do you think's going on there?
I don't know, it's like it's Northwest Coast imported, perhaps. A great effort down there by Digny. I like the cut of this young fella's jib, Riley Sanders. He's been good. Flying back with it, Connor Ryan takes the mark. He's been quiet by his standards too, that we've known him for down in the south of the state, Duff. Liam Howard, inboard. His kick's untoward, marked by McCormick.
That's the story of the day with the South. I think they've just turned it over far too easily.
Yeah.
At pivotal times when they're on attack.
And take nothing away from the North, they have been hard at the footy, Duff. Great strong grab there again by Campbell Flint. He'll have to give this one a bit more of a roost than the last one, though, if it's going to go through.
Nice red boots.
Yep, don't mind it. Oh, was that breeze just picked up as he had the ball drop there. Here comes Sanders. Yeah, that comes here. That was clever by A-Limes. He's been good today. Putting in effort all day. Simpson, again, been pretty solid. Banks Smith. Nothing really to kick to here for Sam. So he sends it long. Oh, gee, that's a good kick. Finds Briggs. And a solid mark again. Taken down there by Bailey Simmons.
Very strong player, not tall, but strong player, Simmons.
Liam Jones got a handball to no one in particular, but coming through, picking it up was Dominic Hay. Kept going, he did. Digny, quick kick off the boot, but it's all south out here. Oates off to McCullum, and they go backwards to go forwards. A-Limes, whose older brother, I think, plays at Clarence Duff. We called him through his junior career too. Now he goes and finds Howard.
McCallum's had a good second half here.
He certainly has. Done enough to get the little dot next to his name in my book, Duff. This guy's a jet.
I'll listen to you. If you go over there with that list, they'll listen to you, Tubes. They'll say, here comes,
I've got absolutely no say in this whatsoever. That's the funny thing about it. I'll be putting blokes in there for their haircuts. Quick handball out. Man Shandon sells a bit of candy, then goes back and says, actually, yep, you can have the candy. You called for it. Wade Murphy with a quick kick over the top, and here comes the Sanders machine, who's kicked a behind.
Geez, you'd be disappointed in that one. We've all done it though, haven't we?
Oh, yeah. Mate, I've run into an open goal by myself and kicked it through the points. So at least he had his aim right.
What, you thought it was a goal?
I was actually concussed.
Oh.
Didn't know.
A bit like Peter Hudson was that time.
Yeah. Liam Howard here.
You're a great reserves footballer, weren't you,
Oh,
Juice?
solid leader.
Good trainer.
Good trainer, had it all. 11 minutes gone, thanks to Jackson Motor Company. The North 85, the South 25. It's a 10-goal win at the moment, but it's going to keep raining goals here as any comes. It's not going to rain a goal, though. It's a behind off Zeke Atkins's boot.
You're very, very good at end-to-end. I've had an end-to-end kick with you, Tubes. Very impressive.
I'm a good kick. Skills, incredible. I lacked a little bit of courage. Just too many times knocked out, Duff. That was my problem.
Had to retire.
Oh, similar Paddy McCartan type. A lot of promise.
Gee, that'll be a sad story if he doesn't make it back.
Simmons finds it. Cowan, play on was the umpire's call. As the two blokes sitting out the back of the Corolla there.
One of them is...
Is that a Nissan?
One of them is my mate Trent Whitelaw, who I kindly asked up here to help you out in the commentary box.
And he denied us. Well, Trent,
lack of courage that was, I can tell you.
He was a good footballer.
He was.
The ball comes. It's Cowan again as that ball spins on a dime, and we will see a ball in. Should the mercy rule come into play here, Duff, or is there still stuff to play for?
Oh no, play it out.
Play it out.
Just want to see the South get a couple of goals.
Be nice, wouldn't it?
What's your score there, Tubes? I haven't got it, obviously.
It is 86 plays 25, 61 points the margin, thanks to Jackson Motor Company. Cowan had plenty of it, and then got legged. He's got a lot of the Silvanis about him, Cowan, I reckon. Looks a bit like Sauce, the older Sauce. Gee, that was a worm burner, and it was well gathered by Liam Jones.
How's the younger Sauce going? Did he play on the weekend? The young Silvani?
No, the Jack Silvani played. He played well.
Oh, did he? Oh,
yeah,
good.
Ben Silvani's on the list as well.
Right.
Part of a dynasty.
Sorry, I'm not across all the Carlton players.
Oh, I love my Blues. 13 minutes gone. Quick pick up nicely there by Hay. And it comes for Harris. Over the top towards that man Hubbard, who I reckon would be sore. He's had heaps of it. Cowan gets the hands free beautifully, and then off to his mate O'Neill, who goes down towards that big man, but it's cut off nicely. Finding McCullum.
Yeah, really solid second half by McCullum.
Yeah, he's really turned it on, hasn't he?
Do you remember seeing Scotty play?
Yeah, I can remember him. Luke Nicholson.
Part of that amazing dynasty of Clarence.
Yeah, I hated them because I was a Bernie man.
I know, but they were...
There's a bit of a dynasty of Bernie too.
Something special they
The
were.
Bernie Dockers and Clarence had a great rivalry there for many years, didn't they?
You know that Scotty holds the record for the most senior premierships by a player in Tasmanian football history.
Really? Well, there you go.
Well, that's what he tells me. 9.
He tells you.
9.
It's self-proclaimed world record in Tasmania. Cowan did well. Off to Simmons. But the South...
And he still talks about the one that got away.
What one's that?
Oh, I think it might have been 05 against Norfolk, I think.
Oh, right. Gee, that's a good kick, but it's cut off by Ryan Drake. Nice kick into McCormick.
We know our Tassie footy history here, don't we, Tubes? You and I, between us.
Oh, mate, you do.
Well, the boys are running this game out well. I think the coaches will be happy with this.
Yeah, well. So what happens now, Duff? They choose a squad of around 30.
Yep, and then there's the School Sports Australia Carnival coming up. I think it's the end of July.
Behind. All right. So they'll go away to a schools carnival in July. Where's that?
It's in Launceston.
Is it?
I hope to see you there, Tubes.
Well, I have to be there. I'd love to be there. I won't be playing, obviously.
Must be very, very proud.
We're going to film, are we?
Oh, well, I hope so. Be very, very proud, wouldn't it, to play for your state, to put the map on and go out there and play a game of footy.
Oh, it'd be the best. Oh, look at this. The North are just so well drilled, and I talked to coaches before, and they have not trained together. They stood up before the game, so during the under-12s a bit earlier, they stood up. They said, okay, we're going to go around. Who doesn't know someone in this room? And every single person put their hand up. Who doesn't know at least one person in this room? I don't, or like you don't know someone in the room. Put your hand up. They all put their hands up.
I bet you they looked at you and said, "There's Tubes Taylor."
There's Tubes. No, I wasn't in there. And then the coach told them to go around and introduce themselves, tell them where they played, tell them a bit about themselves, which I think is really good for their development. But they haven't trained together.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't believe that. I mean, they've really teamed up well, haven't they?
Yeah, they really have.
Four-quarter effort here by the North. What's the time clock, Tubes? I'm getting cold.
17:23, so 2.5 minutes to go. I'd like to see a goal here for the South if they can just drag one back. But this defence, Nichols has done well there, finds Cowan. Missed the mark here, and there's a gimme. Oh, the bounce of the ball for poor old Hein Haycock. Robbed him of a certain goal.
Boys are a bit tired now, I think.
Yep. Just scooping it out. Now they're just playing now for the numbers. Out it comes for Ima. He's tried hard all day, Colby Whitelaw too.
Nice effort.
And that one's hit the post or touched over the line. Well umpired. The umpire was hot on the spot.
He's done a good job, that gentleman down there.
Yep, lost his head a bit earlier.
He's not a young fella and he's very sprightly.
Oh, good effort there from Will Clifford. He hasn't given up. And that one goes across the line. A little bit of a pat on the back from Van der Croft for Murphy.
He's a unit, Van der Croft.
Yeah, he is, isn't he?
Solid boy.
Banks Smith off to Cook. Cook goes long, and the mark taken by Nichols. Nichols has taken a couple of great grabs. McKenna. Bounces over the head. Griggs will wrap this one up into his mitts. Boy from Huonville heads down towards his man in Hein Haycock. Tapped over the top nicely, McKenna to McCormick. And now they find Digney. Nice tackle again. Curran left it behind. Oh, Cowan.
He's a good player, isn't he?
Just seems to have a lot of time. And out it comes now for Wade Murphy, who handballs over the top, a little bit too tall for Flint, who goes back and goes bang and kicks his second of the term. And that should be all she wrote for this game here. As we hear on the Jackson Motor Company scoreboard, the North-Northwest 87, the South 26. Here is that goal from Flint, his second of the game. And the North-Northwest run out victors by 61 points. Did we get that last goal, Jero? I think we did, yep. So the goal kickers for the North. 5 to Ethan Hubbard, then 2 to Riley Sanders and Campbell Flint, then Sean McKenna, Dylan Goss, Isaac Hyatt, Jordan Cow got 1 each. Then for the South, it was 2 to Zach Hine Haycock and singles to Will Clifford and Jack Dolliver. Better players of the day, well, the South didn't have many, but I reckon these are the names that you may see. They were good. That was pretty harsh by me, but they didn't have many guys that really wanted to put their head over the footy. But Tom McCallum, Bryce Alomes, Liam Howard, Callum Thompson, Lockie Cook, Billy Griggs and Will Clifford were good for the South. For the North, I think it was Riley Sanders, Will Atkins, Dustin O'Neill, Sean McKenna, Isaac Hyatt, Liam Jones, Braden Fellows, Ethan Hubbard with 5. But the best on ground today was the captain of the North.
Oh, yeah.
The king of the North. There he is on screen.
He's my state.
Lockie Cowan. They're starting to call him John Snow.
Yeah, he's a champ, this boy.
He is.
Look out for his name in the future, Tubes.
Yeah, he's an absolute jet, Duff. So that is full-time here at War Memorial Oval in Campbelltown in the Under-15 School Sports Australia Development Series for AFL Tas. Big winners of the North-Northwest over the South by 61 points. My name is Tubes Taylor. Martin Duffy, thank you very much.
Thank you, Tubes. Great to have you here.
We will see you next time here on Duff TV. Until then, take care. Bye for now.
If you could refrain from doing the after-match walk around, Tubes.
Oh, mate, I will never, ever do roaming tubes. You can guarantee that. I like to do it pre-game. Just to chat. Cowan got his handball off, and that's a nice kick and finds Hubbard. And big Ethan Hubbard will go back from directly in front and drill this one, no doubt.
He's kicked a couple.
Yeah, that's his second.
Jero's our behind-the-scenes producer, ladies and gentlemen.
He does a lot. And look who it is. The goal kicker, Hubbard. And he runs around the Stevie J and pops it through. His second goal of this quarter, his third overall. And how about the mullet? Look at it, Duff, it's back. Cowan had 4 to beat. 3 South players fell to the ground, and this is too easy as he has a look here, and that's his 4th goal. Ethan Hubbard, the emergency, slides in and kicks 4.
It's a cheap one, this one, out there.
Superoo, he's telling me.
Oh.
Great pace shown there by, I think that was Will Atkins, and he goes bang and kicks a goal. As we were just talking absolute dross, we talked about BT talking dross, and Will Atkins has gone through. We'll take another look at that. Braden Imer. Back now to Nichols.
Oh, gee.
Quick kick on goal for the South. Zach Hine Haycock has kicked a goal. And they really needed that, the South, because it was blowing out. It was out to 50 points. Now it's back. That's right. You've got to show your intent, don't you, Duff, as the boys come in. Here's a chance now for McKenna. McKenna goes bang, and he'll kick that. Sean McKenna kicks a goal. The immediate reply for the North. And he's got a little dot points penciled next to his name, in my opinion, by Zeke Atkins, and the kick across goal. Bill Griggs needs time. He's got the time now. This kick goes in forward, and another strong mark to Hine Haycock. At War Memorial Oval.
Nice.
It's a good kick and a good finish from Zach Hine Haycock. He's got 2 for the quarter.
His younger brother last year in the, and remember that under lights down at Clarence High. These another
Gee,
nice
that's
goldie
an
ball, mate.
absolute ripper to Ethan Hubbard. He was shocked and surprised that he got that one. It just sat up in his arms and he's kicked 5.
It wasn't supposed to be playing.
It was an emergency, Duff. An emergency. Swift kick inside, finds his big man in Flint. Flint, though, his kick finds McCallum. This is the second goal, potentially, for Atkins. Not going to have the journey, and that's a strong mark. We'll pay that to the man in front. That is Tom Clark. Goes over the top, a little bit too much on it for his mate Hilda. Hilda kept running, though. He's got hot on his hammer. That's a great tackle. Beautiful tackle out there, I think. Flint's got the goal, just with enough energy for Campbell Flint, and he's got a beauty. He's finally... They have been hard at the footy, Duff. Great strong grab there again by Campbell Flint. He'll have to give this one a bit more of a roost than the last one, though. If it's Campbell out, man Shandon sells a bit of candy, then goes back and says, actually, yep, you can have the candy. You called for it, Wade Murphy with a quick kick over the top, and here comes the Sanders machine, who's kicked behind.
Cheesy pictures.
Just seems to have a lot of time. And out it comes now for Wade Murphy, who handballs over the top, a little bit too tall for Flint, who goes back and goes bang and kicks his second of the term. And that should be all she wrote for...